Holy shit, it's Pantelis live, and it's Sunday. I want to tell you fuckers something. Before we talk about our New York trip, I have a gentleman in front of me who videotaped a lot of it. I was looking at the footage yesterday, and it's pretty interesting. He's a very good cameraman.
Oh, thank you.
So here's the thing. Before we get into that, I need you guys to remember something. Number one, July 24th, just for Laughs Montreal, there will be a live 2-drink minimum with our special guest, Dave Landau, and perhaps another guest too. We don't know yet. But Dave Landau is going to be there. Poseidon, as usual. Me and Mike Ward will be there. Get your tickets right now at hahaha.com. And while you're at it, July 19th, I will be doing my hour, 7:30 in the p.m. That's a Friday night, Montreal. So you fucking get your goddamn tickets, like $24 or some shit. You come. I think I'm going to film that hour. Take advantage of it, since I have so many people watching it. The people that came out, July 24th is the 2-drink minimum, and July 19th is my 1 hour. So get tickets for those. The people who saw it at Governors, who saw a couple of, 15, 20 minutes over there, they liked it. They seemed to like what I had to offer. So hopefully the whole hour goes, the same way.
Yeah.
Now, we're back from New York. Something funny actually happened, but before I get into it, let's talk to my co-pilot here, Mr. Poseidon.
Hello, guys.
Poseidon, how did you enjoy the New York trip?
I enjoyed it. It was fun, but the drive down is a pain in the ass.
The drive back, we'll get to that in a second, Poseidon, because I have an update for you that you're going to freak out on.
Really?
Yeah, I'll give you a little update there. I got your GoPro footage.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Really?
It wasn't enough. Like, you didn't take a lot of stuff because it's your first time using it.
Yeah.
But the GoPro, the Hero, the 7, the new one, amazing. The stabilization, like when you're walking, it's like you're using a gimbal, like the movies.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't have that shaky feel and shit.
Oh, that's pretty
amazing.
cool.
And you got a good bunch of you got some good footage.
Did I say anything stupid?
You saw a lot of stupid things, but I don't think I can use it directly because of the sound. Even though the sound's not that bad, I think it's going to be more of a montage situation.
Okay.
I don't know where I'll make the montage, but I have a lot of footage that he made, so I'll use that. So we got Gapes, we got Joseph Shaw, Simon, Flat Cat's here, Gambit Rocks as usual, Mike Davidson, Stuart Michelle. Let's see what else we got here. Stuart Mitchell's here. Ray Miller's here. Ray, hello. God damn, there's a lot of you already. Okay. So I'm going to get to some chats in a second. Now, Poseidon, what you guys need to know is he drove down to New York because he had to take care of some business over here. And we flew down. Now, our tickets to fly back were yesterday, and Poseidon was going to drive in the morning. So he was going to drop us off at the airport. We're going to wait all day. He was going to drop us off around noon, and our flight was at 6. Now, Mike tells me, why would we leave Poseidon alone? Let's just fucking drive back with him. We'll make it at the same time as we would have anyway.
Exactly.
And he won't fall asleep at the wheel and kill himself. So we all hop in the car. We drive up, through Albany, through some other shithole fucking towns that we passed. It was fun, though. And then I get a notification from Delta, Garbage Delta. It says, hey, your flight has been delayed. Instead of leaving at 6:15, you are now leaving at 9:30. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm going to make it home at 6. And my flight is delayed.
Yeah.
Made it home. Took a nap. Woke up in the morning. I had a text message at 5-something in the morning. Hey, sorry, your flight's been delayed till 5:30 in the a.m.
No.
If me and Mike had stayed in New York, we probably would have made it this afternoon back home. Delta kept delaying the goddamn flight. Yeah. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent Mike a text with a screenshot because I had the booking updates. They kept updating me. And I was like, look at the bullet we fucking dodged. Because I would have started a fucking shitstorm.
Yeah, you would have been losing your mind.
Yeah. Like last time when I was in LA and they tried to fuck me. And I got them to ask another airline for a ticket to jump on another flight. Yeah, because I went fucking crazy. I go, I'm not going to live in the airport. The fuck out of here. I fulfilled my part of the bargain. I paid for a fucking ticket.
That's some people do. That's what some people do. They sleep in the airport like overnight and stuff, and it's like it's crazy. I could never do that.
Maybe you're somewhere far, you're in the third world, something happens, whatever. But Delta, Montreal, a fucking hour and 10-minute flight. You're delaying it by that long. You can take the fucking train. Anyways.
Yeah, why do they even delay it that long? What happens? Do you know?
Well, I went online and I looked, and apparently Delta sucks dick. That's what I found out. That's I don't know if it's a technical answer. And I'll get to another because I ordered UberEats yesterday. I get that in a second. So no, Poseidon did not get robbed by any hookers. He did not have time to go to a hooker. He only got a hand job across the street from Compound Media. And for those of you who were watching live, you saw it happen. We sent him over, and I didn't believe him. And then we found out later that he was being honest, and it was just sad of me to doubt him, even though he's a habitual liar. So I had reason to doubt him. So for the question, there was a question here. How's the New York show by Dan Martin? It was great. I think a lot of people hadn't, especially the New York guys, had. Some of them weren't sure, like, what my stand-up was like. So a lot of the fans were treated to, I think, a good show. Everyone that went up had a great fucking time. There was that one drunk guy I felt bad for that went on stage, and then the security threw him out.
They did?
No, we didn't film the car ride back because everyone was tired.
Yeah.
Poseidon was driving and being angry, looking for food.
It's true, eh?
Yeah. He was like a real piece of garbage. He's like, no, you guys don't fuckers. I'm going to get off right here. I want to fucking eat some food. Like, he was just freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
So he was...
sorry about that.
Yeah, he gets really aggressive. He's like a fucking giant baby.
Yeah.
A hand job and no hooker. So by homeless guys who wants a dog. So here's the thing, Justin. I gave him I gave you $45.
Yeah.
And then you add another $20-$30.
25.
$25. And then he went across the street, got himself a handy. So it was only like a half hour. So you got a little massage, handy, bam.
Yeah. She broke my back in good.
Yeah.
She had to, because she was a petite Asian woman, and she goes, what level do you want? Weak, medium, or you want soft, medium, or strong? She said. I go, strong. And she goes, okay. And she started massaging me. I'm like, it's not strong enough. She's like, what the fuck? So she had to get on all fours on my back. She was so petite that
even her weight
she
was
fit.
It was like having a dog on you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were asking because they were watching the live one, and they're like, nobody told him to get a hand job. You guys just told him to go in and record the interaction of the massage and be weird. You didn't do anything of what we asked you.
Wait, what?
You
I
were
wasn't
just
supposed to get a hand.
No, you were just supposed to go in, be weird, and we were just gonna laugh at the interaction of her being like, "Oh, what the, why you farting during the massage?" Like shit like that. And instead, you came back. You're like, "Yeah, I got a hand job." It's like that's not what we asked you to do.
Hold on. Well, because there were some funny moments, bro. Like,
but we didn't get any of that on.
Because you know what I think? My phone, the mic is on. I think I blocked the mic when I set it because I set it upside down, because it would.
Yeah, you
light
clearly
up.
blocked the mic.
Yeah. So, because there were some funny moments, like she kept, like she was amazed at how big my nipples were.
Yeah, everybody's amazed.
She, like at some point when she grabbed my dick, she goes, "Oh wow, so big!" Like
Jesus
this.
Christ.
And I turned around and I was hoping you guys got this, because I turned around, I look towards my phone, I go, like that, and then she goes, "Excuse me," I go, "Nothing."
Oh shit! Why you keep looking at your telephone?
Yeah. So like the whole
So
time,
you're a sex tourist. We just sent you there as a gag so you could make it awkward for the lady, and instead you're like, "Oh no, prostitution." If I'm here, I'm gonna feel at home.
fuck. And at some point, this I was hoping that you guys heard. She goes, at some point I got really horny, because she grabbed my dick, and I go, I want to touch here, and I pointed at her pussy.
Jesus.
And she goes, oh, you want to touch here? I go, yeah. How much to touch there? And she goes, oh, too expensive for you, honey.
Yeah,
like
she
that.
knows.
Yeah.
You are borderline homeless.
But she that's a tactic that they used
Why
to
you
be
smell like sewers?
That's an ego thing to be like, no, watch, bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. The whole point is you have you're supporting sex trafficking. You just went in there for a gag and you left. You're like, no, I'm gonna do some illegal shit.
there were some funny moments though.
Well, I don't know how funny it was. Anyways, the point is you came back and we were just like, what do you mean you got a hand job? You're like, I got a fucking hand job. It's like you did nothing but we asked. You just became a sex tourist. Anyways.
By the way, one thing about that. I don't think it's a hand job place, like officially.
It's an official hand job.
You think
place.
so?
You
Because when I turned over and like my cock flung out, like she was freaking out.
she was probably freaking out because she's like, sir, you said you came for a manicure. Why'd you take your pants off? Like, that's why. You're like, yeah, I would just like the neck rub and you just get naked. It's like, sir, this seems inappropriate. You're like, no, it's appropriate. I'm from Montreal. It's how we do things. Even foot massages.
I was nervous because I didn't know. So I went in. I'm like, fuck, what do I do now?
You knew they had put it up in front of you on the thing.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what a time. Tiger Claw came in at the right time listening to Poseidon, the sex trafficker. So something happened yesterday.
See.
What did I fucking eat?
The Uber Eats thing.
Yeah, because I ate. I ate food at home, and then we decided to get dessert. Like, okay, I'll just Uber Eats it, and I Uber Eats just dessert. I just want a cake from Laval, Cacao 70, Cacao 70 or whatever. It's a garbage place, I thought, because I didn't like the rating, but I fucking still ordered. And I have a piece of cake for you at home. It's not really a piece of cake. I'll get to it in a second. So I basically ordered a cake for what my girlfriend wants. She wanted like fucking a piece of cake, whatever the fuck she wanted. I ordered for me and you each a piece of triple chocolate cake. That's what it's called. A slice of cake.
For you and your girlfriend.
For me and you, because you were supposed to come over and get your boxes for moving.
Oh yeah, it's
and
true.
I ordered her a crepes. She got crepes actually.
Okay.
That's what she got. So the fucking thing comes. Open it up. She has her crepes. And our things are just like, you know how they put like in McDonald's the Sundays to go, that little cup? It's like that, and it's just basically whipped cream and like a couple of pieces of like dough, you know? So I'm looking at this, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So I go on the app, and it tells you to rate your meal. So I give a thumbs up for the crepe, and I give a thumbs down for our things, and then it says explain why, and I go, well, because I ordered a piece of cake, and I got whipped cream with fucking pieces of dough, right? So then Uber gets back to me and says, oh, we're sorry to hear this. Can you please send pictures of what happened? So I take the pictures, I send it in, I write what the fuck is this shit, you know? And I go, very low rating, 1 star this store. I wish I could give 0, but they don't let me, so 1 star, you know? And then I felt bad for the delivery driver because I go, okay, I want to tip the delivery driver because the delivery driver didn't do anything wrong. He delivered up to the house. Like, he didn't do anything. Yeah. The guy, it's not his fault.
Oh, that
and
sucks.
it wasn't letting me tip the delivery driver. So they go, look, we're going to refund you the 2 cakes because you didn't get cake. Like, I saw the picture, like, that's not cake. So they refunded me that. And then I go, please let me tip the driver. So they send me back a response. Hi, Pantelis, you know, please use the app when you click on it and tell me how to do it. And I go, listen, motherfucker, I can't do it. Like, I'm trying. After I gave the review, it won't let me tip the fucking driver. And it's only been like 10 minutes after he left. So they sent me a canned response again. So I take a screenshot and I show them and I go, where do you see the fucking option? Right? Like, I can't tip this guy. And then what did they send me? The exact same response as above. Like, they didn't read it. It was just like an automated thing. Like,
I hate that.
And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Poor guy's not getting a goddamn tip. And it wasn't his fault. Like, I give tips to the drivers all the time. He didn't do anything wrong. And because Uber is fucking useless, the guy's not getting tipped.
I remember when I
Poor Rawan. That was his name, Rawan. Rawan missed out on a goddamn tip.
Goddamn. He won't be able to feed his cat.
No, it says it's not about that. It's just it's the principle of the thing. Like, it's the one guy that didn't fuck up is getting screwed over.
No, I know what you mean. But it's frustrating. I remember when I used to drive for Uber. You remember that? I drove like for like 6 months.
I remember.
Man, even if you had a problem as a driver, to get in touch with them, the fact that they didn't have like a phone line that you could just talk to somebody was the most frustrating shit. Because you'd send them something, like, okay, this is an easy fix, and then you'd get a response like that, which is like a computer generated, and you're like, fuck. So you'd have to send 10 emails to fix one thing when all it took was like a 5-minute phone call.
Yeah, I'm glad at least they refunded the cakes, but you know, they fucked over that poor delivery driver. He did 0 things wrong. The guy's probably thinking like, why the fuck didn't this guy tip me? Like, like, I brought it up, I smiled. It was nice. Yeah, Mike Davidson says automated responses irritate him. It's one of the most fucking annoying things. Like, I understand the first one, like, hey sir, we got your email. Give us some time and we'll get back to you. That's fine, because obviously you're not gonna read it as it comes in. But when you pretend you're a fucking human being, and then you reply, and your reply makes it obvious that you're not a human being, that'll drive people fucking crazy. Just don't pretend. Yeah. Remember, like, when Belle called me in New York, my internet.
Oh, yeah.
I just moved into this place, so I have my internet for less than a month. And they called me to try to sell me shit about, you know, do you want TV? I don't want anything. I don't watch TV, I told them.
That department.
And I told her TV's the devil. I was there with Mike and him. And what does she say? Doesn't even think, like, okay, this guy's fucking crazy. Goes, oh, I understand, sir, but we're offering Netflix. And I go, no, you understand. I think TV is the devil. I don't want TV in my house. Okay, but we're offering a package of just fucking 0 self-awareness. So then what I did is,
by the way,
while she's like, I go, listen, you're wasting your time. I don't want any of this shit. And it's like, okay, sir. And I put the phone away. I'm like, get the fuck out of my room. Get the fuck out of my room. And I hung up just so she can have a story to tell.
Yeah, but they're trained to do that, by the way.
To what? To listen to
No, to when you say something like that, they're trained to fly over it, change, like,
But
keep
do you know
going.
that's like somebody being like, no, I'm not interested. Go fuck yourself. Okay, sir. So
Yeah.
are you interested? No, I'm not interested at all. I'll murder someone if you decide to give me TV. Okay, sir, I hear that. That's great. So how about some TV for you, sir?
Which is the dumbest way to train somebody. It's the best thing to do is to just roll with it. Really, like if she had said, "Oh my god, I think TV is the devil too," like if she was being sarcastic
Yeah.
as well, I think that would have been awesome. And I think that would have had a better response from you afterwards. You would have probably considered buying something just because it
No,
was
I
funny.
wouldn't consider buying any of that shit because what she asked pissed me the fuck off. Because when she says, "Well, have you ever heard of streaming? None of your fucking business."
Have you ever heard of streaming?
And here's another thing, you dumb fucking whore. Let me tell you something. If I'm gonna fucking stream, Netflix doesn't charge me for an app. I already pay for Netflix. Why would I pay an extra $5 a month for apps? She's charging me $5-6 a month for the Netflix app to use the app on my TV.
Are you serious?
But my TV is a smart TV. I have the fucking Netflix app. You sons of bitches.
Oh, they charge to
That's
use
all.
it
That's all she's charging me.
through the box.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Wow.
Why would I buy an extra box to do shit that I can already do?
Bro, Bell has transcended through levels of scams.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
it's
for
ridiculous.
like old people that don't understand.
Yeah.
They're like, a Netflix, that sounds neat. Yeah.
Fuck, bro. What a bunch of scumbags. You know the Bell CEO or the old one?
Never met him.
Bell CEO. I never met him either, but like, cause I used to work for Bell for a few months.
yeah, I
and
remember,
I worked
yeah.
for
That was
the
fun.
Source, which was directly like this with Bell. You know, like
Yeah, butt
very
buddies.
close. And so this guy, like they would make fun of him because all the other CEOs like from Telus, Rogers, Fido, etc. They just walked around casual, you know, in a suit, obviously. But the Bell CEO had to walk around with 2 bodyguards, and he always had a gun.
Yeah, you know why?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna fucking shoot him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because imagine how many people Bell has fucked over.
Bell's the worst company in Canada.
Yeah,
The worst. And especially, you know why? They're the worst because they have kind of like, they've already set up the groundwork for the internet, for the telephone. They could be charging less. They could be spending all that money on customer service, on infrastructure, but they don't. They just try to grab as many pennies as they can from old people, from immigrants, from people that don't understand.
no,
Yeah.
that's such a scumbag thing to do.
Let's see. I swear, if you have the chance, drive someone crazy. Try it. Oh, let's see. Years ago, Ray Miller says he had a phone job, and no matter what the client says, he was supposed to say the best part is, and it worked. Because I guess people, they get defeated after, like, oh, God. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Not me, though. I'll sit there. I'll put the phone on speaker for an hour, and I'll listen to half what you said just to go to the end and be like, oh, that's amazing. How about never go fuck yourself and then hang up? I'm that kind of a psychopath.
I've
Think,
done.
yeah, you think you're gonna waste my fucking time? I've done that in front of you too. Sometimes we'll be out and they won't. I go, no, I'm not interested, and they won't stop. So okay, fine. Mute, put it on speaker so I know when they stop talking. And sometimes you'll see 13 minutes of just blah 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 blah. And as soon as it's done, so when can we sign you up? Yeah, never. Go fuck yourself and then hang up.
What I used to do from Indian telemarketers is I would let them keep going, and I'll be like, really, I would ask questions to show that I was interested, and at the end, you know what, I was never interested. I don't give a fuck, and then they would go haywire, like nuts. They would swear, they would go crazy.
Speaking of Indians, I went to TD Bank to pull out some money. Holy fucking shit! There was a huge lineup, and everyone was
Yeah.
speaking Indian and yelling at each other. And I guess in India they don't do the line queue like we do here. So I had to yell at people. I go, hey, the line, like, you know, like I feel like a fucking child. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Like, what the fuck, bro? And everyone was yelling. Like, why is everyone so mad?
I have no clue, bro.
And they're looking at, they don't understand what the machine was telling them.
Yeah.
So they're yelling at the guy behind them, like, can you help? And then 3 people are together looking at the receipt,
Oh my
trying to explain to the
God.
guy what's wrong with his account. But none of them speak English. So none of them really understand what's going on with his account. So they're all, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking absurd right now. And then because everyone was pulling out so much money, I went to pull out $300 and it didn't give me the option of what to choose, like what type. And it gave me $300 in all tens. And I was like, fucking balls.
Why were they all pulling out so much money?
I don't know. Something's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow's Canada Day. July 1st.
It's
Maybe that's
moving
why.
day for us.
Yeah.
For Quebec. That's why maybe.
Everyone's moving.
They're paying movers, paying
Yeah.
cash. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But they're angry. I don't know. Then again, Greeks too, when they're at the bank, you see them, they're angry too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is this?
Do you know what happened to me yesterday? I sent you a picture.
Oh yeah, Poseidon. So Poseidon drove us back to Montreal, And luckily, even though there was many chances of us dying, because Poseidon might actually be a terrible driver. I think he's reckless is his problem, and he has a reflex of doing the one thing that I think only autistic people could do when they're driving. His reflex when he sees brake lights in front of him, I've never seen this before in my life, only with Poseidon, is to hit the gas. So normal people, when the brake lights in front of you go on or further ahead, your reflex is to let go of the gas or to hit the brakes so you slow down. And I'm telling you, this was hours. Any fucking time the brake line in front of us would go on, he would fucking start accelerating. It was infuriating. I can't tell him, what the fuck are you doing? Like like a bull, he would see red and just fucking go. It was absurd. Like the most dangerous thing you could do. And then also when he wants to cut someone off, let's say the left lane is completely empty and he's in the right lane and he's driving behind a guy. Instead of he has all the space, just gradually turn the left and keep going, he would speed it up like a right behind, almost hitting the guy and then switch. But you know what dangerous that is? Because the guy seeing you rush up behind him might have the reflex of trying to get out of the way as you're fucking turning in that lane too and cause an accident. He should not have been given his license. In all honesty, you should not have been given your license. That is fucking crazy. All the shit you did are the shit they tell you not to do. Not to do. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. How is that your reflex? You gotta calm the fuck down a bit.
I guess
Self-aware. You gotta be aware of your surroundings.
I guess because I was tired, I was agitated to get back.
Yeah, but then you're gonna kill us.
No, but you're alive. But did you die though?
I could have. I died inside many times. Many times I died.
No, but
and then Poseidon almost died after he dropped me off.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I had you guys on the road, by the way, because there were moments where I was really like fucking sleepy.
Oh yeah, and also the cruise control thing. It's like you're a cartoon character. Cruise control doesn't drive the car for you.
No, I know
Poseidon
that.
saw a straightaway and he's like, nice. And it wasn't even a real straightaway because it's a straightaway for like a kilometer and then it's wavy. What does he say? Because he was scared of cops. He's like, oh, it's fine. I'll put the cruise control. So he puts cruise control. He's like, time to rest a bit. And he puts cruise control, leans the seat. I swear to God, while driving, Mike was right there. Mike's just staring. I'm like, what the fuck? Leans the seat back, starts stretching. He's like, oh, yeah. Leans back and starts doing this. And I had to yell at him.
No, but I was still holding the steering wheel. I just wanted to stretch because I was all cramped up.
No, you even said, now I could relax.
Yeah, I could relax.
Mike had to even be like, are you fucking joking right now?
Yeah, because I wanted to relax a bit because I was doing 100 miles an hour the whole time. And I was like,
you can't say I want to relax a bit while driving. You're driving a car. It's not autopilot cruise control.
I'm aware.
I don't think you are, though.
I am aware.
No, if you're aware,
I use cruise control every day.
That's insane. You're in the city. Where are you using cruise control?
On my way back home from work when there's no traffic on the highway. Okay.
That's how he got an erection dysfunction, though. Probably, yeah.
How?
You've got to film your next road trip. Yeah, I don't know. I think you need a dedicated film crew to do that. You need someone always with the camera.
Yeah, eh?
Because you forget. Yeah.
Well, we could have done. We could have filmed. We could have done like a mini podcast on the road type.
A mini podcast.
Yeah.
A mini. You mean a mini or a meanie? It's mean, eh?
A mini podcast.
You remember that movie Mean Girls? You want to do a mini podcast, bro? Where all we do is yell at each other about our hair and makeup. Get the guy that won the belt. I don't remember his name. You mean Yan? Yeah, we got a GoPro Hero 7. That's what we had. So the footage that Poseidon did manage to capture, I think I could do something with it. A little montage.
Very nice.
Yeah, Jan Terrier is a legend. He's the Glutton Fest champion. He stepped all over Poseidon. Poseidon is the Glutton Fest loser right now. Poseidon is 0-1 at Glutton Fest, 100% losing streak. Whereas Jan Terrier has a 100% win streak and the belt at his house. And I heard a rumor that he wears it when he fucks chicks. And he says, I'm better than Poseidon.
He just screams it out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Poseidon's still upset about losing that belt.
Yeah. I wanted that more than anything.
I know. Well, no, you wanted the money too, but you wanted the belt.
Well, yeah. So back to what happened.
Yes.
So last minute, so 14 hours of driving on the road, nothing, right?
Nothing.
No danger whatsoever. I'm about to go fill up the car to bring it back. Last second. So I'm driving, and I see at the exit, there's a red Toyota, okay, hatchback.
Red Yoda.
Yeah. So it's kind of like weaving back and forth, like in the lane, side to side.
I'm going to get the photo ready. You keep talking. I'm going to get the photo ready.
Side to side in the lane. So I'm like, oh, this is a little fucking weird. I'm going to back off a bit. So I back off. Okay. I back off. And there were two girls in that car, and I have a theory that they were drinking. I will explain why. Is they hydroplaned because it was raining that day. Then they hit the median, and then do 5 barrel rolls in the air.
Jesus fuck. And you saw all this.
I saw this right in front of me, everything. And I don't know what this bitch had in her car, but I think she had half of her house. She had like 10 umbrellas. She had dresser cabinets. Like, I don't know what the fuck she had in her car. Everything started flying out. So if I hadn't backed up, because before the car started rolling, the car hit the median, and because it was in drive still, it came, because it went the opposite direction, came my way.
God damn.
So the car hit the median, came my way, and then because she was spinning, I guess the speed of everything did a few barrel rolls in the air. So I stopped the car right there. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Get out of the car. There's this other guy that came out. We got the girls out of the car. There were 2 girls, and it reeked of beer. The car.
Uh-oh.
It reeked of beer, so people there thought they were drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were. All those
Fair
girls,
assessment.
Those girls are so lucky. They only had a few minor scratches from the glass, but apart from that, they didn't have a concussion. Nothing.
How do you know they didn't
massive
have
injuries? Because the paramedics came after. I left a bit before they came. Well, they didn't seem to have any major injuries. Like they were walking, they were fine, they were talking, normal. So yeah, that was cracked.
That was what?
Cracked. Like that was
It was cricked.
Crickety cracked it.
I'm showing them the photo you sent me.
Yeah.
So that is the photo
Yeah.
that Poseidon sent me. See? There's blood I see on the bottom. What is that?
That's she got scratched on her knees from the glass as she was as we helped her crawl out of the car.
Oh, okay.
Because it was upside down.
That's
And
fine.
yeah.
God damn. So that is a Toyota Echo.
Yeah.
Echo. And it did a couple of barrel rolls, but these fat ladies, they survived.
No, that was a girl that went to help the fat woman. The other 2 were sitting, but I didn't want to take a picture of them out of
You should have though.
Yeah. One of the girl that was driving was fucking flipping her shit because she's like, I don't have insurance. I'm fucked.
Whose fault is that?
Hers.
Whose fault is that, I ask you people? I don't have insurance. Oh, fuck. This sucks. I was drinking and driving. I don't have fucking insurance. You asshole. Why'd you save me? Yeah, maybe you shouldn't drink and drive. Especially if you don't have... Even what are you doing drinking and driving? That's the stupidest thing.
But she took the exit at like 100 kilometers an hour.
Saudi Arabia may be onto something. I don't know. Let's see here. Poseidon not taking a photo out of respect is pretty ironic. I know. I know. You'd think he'd be on them with his camera, be like, "Yo, you're world star. Look at these bitches. They drunk, yo." Like that's what you would expect Poseidon to do. But instead, it was like, respect. Let me take a picture of this chick's his tights. Let's see. I'll take a look at her butt. I'll look at it later.
They were cute girls though. Cute French girls.
Were they cute?
Yeah, they were very cute.
So you helped them survive.
Yeah.
You pulled them out of a burning car.
Me and this other guy. It wasn't burning. I don't know how that car didn't light on fire, but dude, like fucking.
Probably because it's not a video game.
Well, you remember the accident that me and Legacy got into? The
Yeah, I
car
remember.
caught on fire.
Yeah, but you guys went right into the wall there.
No, yeah, it's true.
I remember you called me. I didn't believe you. I thought you were lying. Because it was freezing. It was February. It was years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not coming. You're like, no, you have to come. We really crashed. And then I actually came. I was like, I saw you guys outside of a car. And then I was taking Perrier from my car, put it on the engine. I was putting Perrier to try to, because the engine was on fire. I was like, this ain't good.
Yeah.
And then we walked away. And then I remember that.
By the way, we fucked up. You know why it was on fire? Because before you got there, it was a mini fire. Okay?
But then you guys decided, yo, we got to throw some gasoline on this bitch.
No, we threw fucking windshield washer fluid.
Oh, obviously.
Like idiots. And as Legacy was throwing it, I was like, oh, no, wait. And it was like, oh, fuck. But it was too late.
Oh, he knew that it was flammable.
Yeah, because we realized, like, midway throwing, like, oh, no, there's alcohol on this.
You fucking... just Dumb and Dumber. I'm surprised you guys are like, oh, I wish we had a rocket launcher. That would solve the problem.
Well, you know how we ended up putting out the fire? There was these guys that were driving, and we were like, stop. They get out. They're like, holy shit, the car was on fire. Like, holy shit. They're like, you guys are so lucky. And we're like, why? We got this whole fucking carton of water bottles. And they just gave us the whole thing.
I like how he's like, you guys are so lucky. Sir, that car is totaled. No, I know, but we got water. What a bunch of fucking degenerates. So I don't think you know what lucky means. At least you guys didn't die, though.
0 scratches.
Yeah, it's true. The car was totaled.
Yeah.
And you and Legacy both had nothing on you.
I had to kick my way out of the car.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
I could imagine if the car was on fire and you were still in it. Oh, the noises you make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do make funny noises.
You make funny noises regardless of fires.
Yeah. Just look at fucking the example you posted on Instagram.
Did you guys, if anyone's not following me on Instagram, you should go check out my stories right now. Well, they're still up there because they delete after 24 hours. Of Poseidon at the Anthony Cumia residence doing karaoke. So out of tune. So out of rhythm. So it's like he's never heard music before in his life. He was singing REM's Losing My Religion. And he was yelling, "That's me in the corner!" It like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everyone was in shock. The corner! Like,
By the way, on Instagram now, you can permanently post them. Your stories. So there's they're called highlights.
I don't want to permanently put. Oh, you mean in the highlights section?
Yeah.
That's not gonna be a highlight.
So
of my
people
life.
can rewatch them.
That's not gonna be a highlight. You enjoy that for what it is. Me in the corner. Just the that's me in the corner. That's me.
That's
in
how
the
it goes.
Spotlight, losing my religion. And instead you like this. That's me in the corner. Losing my religion. Like, it was fucking horrifying.
Holy shit!
It was so
because
off.
I had never heard the song beforehand.
You never heard any song, apparently. We're like, what song do you want to sing? I don't know music. You could pick any song. I don't know. Just freaking
apparently
out.
I did all right on Bohemian Rhapsody.
Huh?
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Scaramouche. Not really. You fucked that one up, too. You were like, I don't know what happened.
I know I don't know how to sing, though. I can't sing. I can't sing for shit. I was just having fun at that point. I was a little tipsy, and I was having fun.
Remember that poor truck driver on the 40 a few years ago?
Yo.
What happened?
You don't remember? Basically, I don't remember the exact story. But anyways, he ended up slamming into the other truck. And what happened was his truck got crumpled up.
Oh, fuck.
And he got trapped. And it lit on fire.
What the fuck?
And he burnt the... You don't remember this?
No.
I think... We didn't cover it on
I
TJT?
can't remember.
I think we covered it even on TJT. No?
I know.
No, we didn't. We
It's a
didn't.
sad story.
No, we didn't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so that's what happened. And they were trying to get him out, everything. He tried crowbars, like, because there's a video of it.
God damn.
And yeah, the guy basically roasted alive. Wow. Yeah.
I didn't know. I remember there was a fire on the 40.
Yeah.
But I didn't know
That's what that was.
That a man was cooked.
Yeah. Everyone, there was people around. There were flames. There were people still trying. And
But this guy was done from the beginning then.
Yeah. Well, because in what's crazy, they had interviews after. Because through the video, it was like aerial. It was from really far away, the video, so you couldn't really hear what was going on. But like some people who tried to help him, they were interviewed. They were like in shock because they were like, you could hear the screams that were coming out of there.
Oh, that's fucking terrible, man. And whose fault was that? Was he drunk? Was he... Like, how did he hit...
I think it was slippery or something.
Like, how did he hit that hard that the truck fucking accordion styled, you know?
I don't remember the exact story, to be honest. But if you Google it, you could probably find it.
Oh, fuck. You know what Gambit says?
What?
The worst part was they couldn't get to him because the stupid city has so much construction, so they couldn't get there. And the truck was badly maintained by the company. Oh, I hope that company got the fuck suit out of them.
God. Yeah, so paramedics and fire trucks couldn't get there on time.
Oh, wow. There was an article from Toronto at that point saying that Quebec was the most corrupted province, and people from Quebec were screaming that was Quebec bashing. That's what remember what I told you about the welfare thing? Same thing. People just, instead of thinking about what's being said, they just react. You're making fun of us. Bro, a guy just fucking died.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like the major. Oh, Ray Miller saying me laughing at you while you're singing is priceless. I have a couple more videos. I think, in total, maybe 5 minutes of Poseidon singing on my phone. That's me in the corner. It's like you're trying to sell something on an infomercial. That's me in the corner. That could be you too. Like, it's so stupid.
Corners at 50% off.
Yeah. Every place is corrupt. Yeah, every city is corrupt at all different levels. Like, even when we were in New York, goddamn, New York, man, is a fucking cesspool. There's so like there's good about New York. There's bad about New York. Let's see. Are you ever going to be able to get Crowder on 2DM? Oh, Crowder's actually he has an open invite if he's here, because I invited him to come in the summer. I told him, come check out some shows just for laughs. We could bring it to the studio, do a 2DM. I don't know if he wants to fly up here. He's not a big fan of coming back here too often. He likes where he is. He has his house, he has his family. He likes that shit. But if he would, he has an open invite. We'd have him on for sure. We'd shoot the shit. And I think, honestly, it would be good to see him because you guys always see him in his setting, in his it comes off weird. Like the way if you think that that's how he is all the time, you know what I mean? That's why he comes off too much of an asshole, because he's always on his show. But if you see him like out like normally, that's why if he'd be on the show just shooting the shit, you'd get a different view of him. Yeah, I think it would be cool to see him in a different
as a guest, basically.
Yeah. That's why I tried. Oh yeah, so we have a lot of New York stories. You sound like gay Bob Dylan when you imitate. Oh, like this. That's me in the corner. It's fucking Jimmy Blackman. Jimmy Blackman came out to the show on Friday too. And Jimmy was trying to warn us that we were going to be late, leaving compound, and we were late. Luckily, the show started late because everyone's fucking late in New York. So here's some fun New York moments. So the day before, so Thursday night after we did Cumia, we were looking for food, and we ended up going to La Cubana in New York, which is Carl Ruiz's restaurant. Carl Ruiz, for those of you who don't know, is still Opie's co-host on the Opie Radio podcast, which was on Westwood One and is now independent. So we went to the restaurant. I saw it was funny because when I first saw Carl, I was like, fuck Carl Ruiz, cool dude. Food was fucking amazing. I'm always complaining that the food in New York is shit. We've been to so many restaurants. He actually knows how to fucking cook. Like that was good fucking food. And I think it was the first time I actually ate Cuban food. Everything was good. They treated us nice. The food was great. The place is nice. He knows how to build a restaurant. And then I asked him, I was going to get him on 2-drink minimum the day after when we did it live on Friday. The problem was I told him last minute, and the show starts at 4, and he had to do the food prep. It's a new restaurant. He just opened up from I think 1 p.m. and he's there all night. He was working all the nights there. So everything he records is early, like the OP Radio podcast and all that stuff. So we couldn't get him on, but we switched numbers. We had fun. We drank. Keep in contact. Super nice guy. So if ever he's up here, we're gonna show him to a good time. We're gonna bring him on the show. And same thing if we go down there, like to have him back on, bring him 2-drink minimum. Maybe it'll go a long way into bridging that gap. I think he'd be a good interview. I think it'd be fun to talk to him because he has a lot of good restaurant stories. Like he was telling us about when he came to Canada to open that restaurant in Prince Edward Island. So he's got some cool stories. And also maybe Opie fucking. I would have liked to speak with Opie as well. I know that they're dropping an episode with Luis J. Gomez from what I saw on the internet tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Everybody says that it's never going to happen, but I think that if I was in the middle and I would be able to talk, something could happen because I feel like they both get aggressive over stuff. The other ones, maybe something just to sit down, But anyways, Carl Ruiz is a cool dude. So I don't know about Opie. I hadn't met him, but Carl Ruiz, top-notch homie. Did you have it? And I thought that would be a cool story, especially for people, in the Opie and Anthony universe and compound and all that. That's an interesting thing to go there and eat. And the guy be super cool with us, and he's a super nice guy. He likes Anthony. He likes the whole. He likes everyone there. He's pretty vocal about that. Did you try authentic Ray's pizza? Here's the thing, Silver and Gold, about this goddamn pizza place in New York. Everyone was sending me stuff, so I went to as many pizza spots as we could, right? I shouldn't have eaten that much pizza, but I wanted to try everyone's pizza. Now, there's Ray's. There's original Ray's. There's original famous Ray's. There's famous original Ray's. There's go fuck yourself. My name is Steve, not Ray. There's all kinds of different shit out there. Then, what was Joe's Pizza? Well, you got to try Joe's Pizza. We went with Guido Grasso and Massimo, and they found a Joe's Pizza. And then we walk in there, and it was, I noticed right off the bat there was a problem because it was like 8 Afghanis. And I was like, yo, these guys are all Afghani. Like, why? How is this an Italian pizza joint? And then he's like, no, it's Joe's. And then we ate the pizza, and I was like, it's not that good, this pizza. He's like, no, it's really not that good. This is what did he say? This is a Fugazi pizza. This is a Fugazi. He said that like that? He said, this is a Fugazi Joe's. I go, this is a fucking, you brought me here. How would I know? You're telling me it's a Fugazi Joe's. You're a Fugazi Italian. You can't bring me these places. Shit. So yeah, fucking Guido was convinced that it was a Fugazi Joe's. But Guido and Massimo, and if you're in... is Mike was in New York too? Yeah, of course, Justin. We did shows. We did 2-drink minimum with Mike. We did Anthony Cumia show, and then we did stand up at Governor's. So it was a good time. Let's see here. Flat Cat sending over a goddamn donation. Flat Cat, everybody, you don't have to send donations over because goddamn YouTube takes a goddamn cut of our money. But thank you. We fucking appreciate it. Flat Cat sending us cash.
Very nice.
She said strip. Strip Poseidon.
Oh.
Show her your big nipples. New York pizza is overrated. Like the whole bagel situation. It's not even overrated. It's just like there's so many places that you don't know what's real. You know, like they have these fake places. And the Afghani place, remember my credit card? Oh, you were there, no? Oh, no, you hadn't gotten there. It was the day before you got there. Yet. So I go to pay for everyone, like for everyone's pizza. And I give him my card. The guy puts it in and he goes, yeah, hey, what's your PIN number? And I fucking lost my mind. I go, excuse me? My fucking PIN number. I go, I'm going to put my fucking PIN number in. And then the guy like defies. Like, yeah, what, you going to come in the kitchen? And that's what I did. I flipped over the thing. I went into the kitchen. Because Massimo was looking. He's like, why is he in the kitchen right now? I went in the kitchen next to the thing and I pushed the guy over so I could put my PIN in. It's like, I'm going to give you my PIN.
Only
Get the
you
fuck
would
out
do
of
these
here.
things.
Yeah.
They tried to do the same thing to me in LA. And I said this already on 2DM, but you guys didn't believe me.
Yeah, we don't believe anything you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had stopped to buy smokes at a gas station
What's
and it
your
was
PIN?
closed.
Fuck you. What's my PIN?
Yeah.
My PIN is this. Oh, but sometimes it's also this. You might need to use them both together.
Yeah. Or this.
My PIN. Get the fuck out of here.
Or you could go like it goes
What JPEG, guys? Said Pantelis, show the JPEG. What JPEG are you trying to get me to show?
Imagine it's just a massive black cock.
No. This thing is not run by your mom. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
It is a massive black cock.
No, it's not a massive. Again, your family has nothing to do with the chat room. Okay. Let's share this bad boy. I will share it, guys. I will, let's see. Double Trouble is up. I will share, I guess it's media source, right? No, it's a web page. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Browser. Oh, I got this, guys. Watch this. Browser. Okay. And then I'll enter the browser information. There we go. Did that work? Yes. Okay. So essentially, oh no, wait. I don't want to do that. I don't want to move Poseidon. Oh, now I moved you, Poseidon. I fucked up. There we go. I'll bring you back to where you belong. There we go. Alrighty. So, Mr. Poseidon.
See?
All right, locked you in. So that map right there is the map of Montreal under construction.
Oh, it's all red.
No, it showed. Jesus Christ, it's the whole fucking island. It's only clear in Laval. How is that fucking possible?
That's weird because even Laval, well,
Jesus fucking Christ, how does this city operate? I don't understand.
you know what? You know what's crazy? What I think is crazy?
Hmm.
In New York too, it was always on.
Yeah, but look, that's the entire fucking island, bro. It's just a. It should just write an FU right on top of it. Just fuck you
Yeah.
for coming here.
But you know, you know what I don't get? Even in New York, it's constant construction. Like everywhere we would go, there was always construction happening.
Yeah.
But it's never in the way. Have you noticed that?
I don't know if that's true.
Well, it's not unless they're doing construction in the street. You know, unless they're fixing a street.
I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of fuckery in New York too. But yeah.
There was, but a lot less than here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is weird. It's supposed to be the opposite.
But that's the entire island. Like people
Literally.
saw the screenshot right now. It was the entire island just with little just put one big this. Just put a French guy doing this. Yeah, it's the most
How's
it's
that
Gotham
possible?
City.
How's that possible?
Pantelis live pops up, pours whiskey immediately. This is gonna get- So construction on top of construction. Ray Mill, that's all it is here. Yeah, it's honestly, let's see, Silver and Gold said lib retards, and that's actually what it is. It's the left just wasting money for the sake of wasting money. And all these contracts that they give out and companies, all they have to do is put the cones. Be like, yeah, we started just by putting cones.
Yeah.
And then there's an area that's just unavailable for months until they actually get started.
You told me this. Not just put cones, but they have to break something. So they go break the cement, and then they just dip.
Yeah. Laval has some construction too, but not like what they're doing for Montreal. Yeah, Montreal's something different. But you know what? If it would be run properly, it would be such a great city.
Yeah.
It has a lot to offer. And here's the thing I was gonna say right now that I found when I was in New York. I feel like cities, there should be a limit of people. The
Yeah.
problem is when there's too many people, shit's gonna go off the rails. So like in New York, there's just so many fucking people. Of course it's gonna be dirty. Of course you're gonna get the worst of the. And there's so many homeless people that I felt bad for that would show up, and like remember that one guy we saw with the long hair, that was just a bum with his bag and all that. Oh no, you weren't even there yet. Again, I forgot that was the day you weren't there. Me, Guido, and Mike saw him, and he looked like a homeless person from a movie, like a
Really?
charismatic homeless. And you could tell he came to New York 4 or 5 years ago, chasing his dream, and just like 99% of the people that went there, he didn't make it. And it's kind of sad, because everyone goes there chasing like the fame, chasing.
Yeah.
And how many? It doesn't matter how talented you are. How many you think are actually going to break through? There's so many people.
Yeah.
So it's just bad. Anyways, guess the weather plays a big part. Speaking of weather, by the way, it was fucking humid every day. It was 30
Yeah.
degrees Celsius in New York. It was nice. I liked it.
Do you,
Poverty, rats, disease. Yes, silver and gold. It's fucking too many people. You need to break out. That's why it's good to have other smaller cities and medium-sized cities that have their own sports team, their own stores, so you can live. You don't have to go to the main city. Like let's say Manhattan right now. Fuck, man. Everybody's trying to get on that fucking island every day.
it needs to empty out a bit.
Yeah.
But it's weird that they haven't built other cities around.
But they have. All the boroughs around there. It's just, Manhattan's still the core. Everything's there. So people go there. That's the downtown. That's why here I kind of like that they're in the South Shore. They're really making that whole Dick's 30 area. They're really making it renovated houses, apartments, malls. They're going to have clubs. They're going to make it its own downtown.
Who was talking about, I think it was you that was saying that you were there and you didn't have to...
That was Mike.
Oh, that was Mike, yeah.
Now he found out because he didn't know because he was looking for parking, so he hated it. And then he found out that everything they have on top, that entire basically a fucking mini city, it's all parking underground.
Really?
All of it. And then any store you go to that you see on top, you can actually access from the parking. So you just go into the parking, go into the elevator, go into the store you want, buy what you want, go back down, get into your car, and go home. So in the winter, you don't have to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that, but I wasn't really paying attention.
I see Jimmy says he's the black man. Why are you depressed? Don't be depressed. Jersey is smaller, but it's trash too. Is Jersey trash? Because like when I see like what was it? What's that fucking place I wanted to go to in New Jersey and we didn't get a chance to go? Red Bank, New Jersey, where they do the comic book man stuff, where Brian Johnson's from and all that. That place looks fucking nice. It looks like a nice little town.
Yeah. Well, there are some nice parts. Even when I was driving into New York, there's some really nice parts.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is nice.
It all depends on what you do for work.
Yeah.
It all depends. Like if you can work from home, or if you can, if you go to a calmer place, pay cheaper rent, have some peace and quiet.
I could never live in that city.
New York?
New York. I could never live in
You
that.
could live anywhere. You're a cockroach.
What?
You'll adapt. You'll grow a shell. You'll survive.
No.
No?
I can't. I hate it. Too much. It's too much.
Too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn was all right though. Like the place we had, it was nice. Like I had a whole balcony. I found out on the last day I had a whole balcony. I opened it and it was a nice little vibe up there. Chilling.
But everything's tight. Oh,
Yes.
Jimmy's happy now. Jimmy's like, now I'm happy. No, Mr. Blackman, sir, you should be happy. You're in a good spot. And are you on Manhattan, Jimmy? I forgot to ask you. Because if you're on one of the boroughs and you could live calm a bit, it's but it depends where, I guess, in Manhattan too. But it depends what you do for work again. Because imagine every day if you do live outside, but you have to commute an hour and a half. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Pain in the ass. Day in, day out.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Yeah, Poseidon's a cockroach. Just pick a bridge and go, Jimmy. Yeah, just leave. Jimmy, fucking go somewhere else. But Jersey, because Jersey gets a bad rap. Yeah, let's see. Lowell, $80K to live in a shit box. Oh, you mean in New York? That's the problem. The rent. I was asking, like, how much would this place be? And they're like, oh, it's like $3,000 a month. I go, what? You could barely fit fucking 2 dogs in this place. What are you talking about?
How does that happen?
What do you mean?
How does that
Inflation, demand. So it has to do with renting demand, right?
Yeah.
And renting availability. So what ends up happening is you have 1,000 people, but you only have 600 apartments. So you can charge whatever you want. Because everyone's going to figure out a way to pay and starve and this and that to get the apartment. Because but when you have more apartments than you have people wanting, then you got to adjust. That's capitalism, right? You got to adjust. You're like, oh, fuck, I got to be competitive. So I want you to live in my apartment. I don't want it to be empty. I don't want to lose money. No. So that guy's saying $1,000. My apartment's better. I'm only going to charge you $9. And, I don't know, and you get the backyard. Something like that, So you get better offers. But, dude, if there's 1 million of you and my apartment, I charge 1,000. Someone's like, no, give it to him. Give it to me for 2,000. I'm gonna give it for 2,000, and then that starts the whole thing. Because then after you're like, okay, why would I rent someone for less than 2? I could get minimum 2, and it starts that vicious cycle. So and there's no control. Like here we have rent control, right? Like how much you can raise it and all that, the value, all that. No. I don't think there's rent control in New York. I think in New York they could charge whatever they want.
I heard someone saying this. It's all about what's.
Dan Martin says no rent control. Yeah, so they don't have rent control there.
Yeah, someone was telling me this in Long Island. It has nothing to do with how much it's valued or it's worth. It's what's someone willing to pay.
Exactly. Yeah. So if there's no control, it's something. That's what I told you. So it's what someone's willing to pay. So if you have 5 people but only 1 apartment, you're gonna go with the highest. And if one of those guys makes a lot of money and the rest are just decent people, they're just, decent living, who's going to get the fucking apartment? And then they're going to fucking end up having to move out further so they can make it affordable. And even that's going to be expensive. And then they're the ones that have the shitty commute every day. It's fucked up. Let's see. But my lady is in Outer Borough, Queens. Oh, I like Queens, by the way. I went to Queens, Jimmy Blackman last time. I went to Astoria a few times, actually. I like Astoria. I like Queens. There's something weird that happens to me. There's certain areas in New York. This is gonna sound so fucking crazy. The first time I went to New York, it was with Mike, and it was in Queens that this happened. There was certain areas in Queens, there was certain buildings, where I felt like I was there in the 70s. But I wasn't born in the 70s. But I got that feel of a familiar memory. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever have that when you go somewhere that you haven't been to in years?
I have that.
And you're like, oh, I haven't been here in so long, and you have the memory. I had memories of that place, like the feeling of the memory, a place I've never been to. And it happened again now. One night I was with Mike, we were walking, and he's like, what happened? I go, fuck, bro, the same fucking thing. Like, I was looking at the buildings, and like I know this. We had never been there before.
Yeah.
It's fucking strange.
I had that feeling on multiple times when I went to Greece.
Yeah, different spots.
Yeah, different spots. It was like, it's a weird feeling. Yeah. You know what I think?
Greece, I guess, could make sense because genetically, something, your DNA is like, something. But for me in New York, what the fuck?
I think it has to do because we absorb so much in terms of movies and films and stuff.
Yeah, it felt familiar.
That's what that is, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Because how many movies have we watched about Greek mythology?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
No, that's stupid what you're saying. I've been going to Greece since I was a little child, so No. Yeah, don't say yeah without thinking. You went to Greece the first time you were 14.
No, the first time I was 2. Second time I was 10.
Okay, so 10, not 2. 2, you don't have memories.
Yeah, obviously.
That's why when you went to 4, you said when I went when I was 14, I felt like that. That's because you had already been there when you were 10. You actually had built memories.
Yeah. No, the third time I went was when I was 12, not 14.
Oh, even better. Yeah. That's why you had memories. Yeah, that's why you had went 2 years earlier.
No, but I felt the same way in when I went in 14 and 15, 2014 and 2015.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 2021.
That's what I'm saying. Because you had already been there.
Oh, okay.
I had a memory of going to a place. It was crazy. I had already been there. Yeah, what I'm telling you is I had never been there before.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I don't think I could explain to you because you clearly are retarded. You just said it was so weird, bro. I went there, bro, and I had memories if I had been there, and I had already been there a few years before. That's fucking stupid, bro. You realize how dumb that is?
Yeah, that is kind of stupid, actually.
Yeah. See, why is Jimmy being... Oh, Jimmy works in Astoria sometimes. Yeah, don't be anxious, Jim. I see anxiety going on in the chat here. Is that the famous Jimmy Blackman from the East Side Dave Show? You goddamn right. There's only one Jimmy Blackman. Jay Blacks, as we call him in the hood. I felt you and I were married in another life. I wonder if he's talking to Marvin, Poseidon, or me. Poseidon is astoundingly dumb. Marvin, he is. Yeah, that was epic. He's like, I know, I get the same feeling, bro. And he describes something that's not the same thing at all. And he's like, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, this happens way too much in the U.S. Yeah, with the whole rent control and shit. I I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
So landlords in New York are fucking loaded.
Yeah, of course. Trump was a landlord in New York. Probably still is, yeah. Actually, there's Guido Grasso had a good theory about why Robert De Niro was silent for so many years and only came out recently, politically and started attacking Trump like crazy and says, I want to fight him and all that. I think his son works for Sotheby's. His son's a real estate agent. And
Robert's son?
Robert De Niro,
Okay.
yeah. And Robert used to have a lot of he got involved in real estate there. And apparently there was a rumor going around that Trump had fucked him over. Like Trump had outsmarted him and his people
Oh,
a
shit.
while. Yeah, out of good deals. And because he knew more about real estate, obviously, than De Niro did. And there was also something, but I don't know if that's true, about a woman. That he was trying to go after a woman and Trump fucked her instead. And so there's this whole thing about that. And I had never heard about it until Guido was telling us. And then I was like, oh, holy fuck, that kind of, because he never went political. And most of his fan base, all the people that watch the mobster movies, Sopranos fans, all those kind of people don't align with like the Hillary camp. They'll align more with Republicans.
Yeah.
So you alienated like 99% of your fan base for what? Because of a passionate response.
Yeah, it's true. That does make sense.
Yeah.
A grudge.
Yeah, just you held a grudge against him.
Interesting.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You never know. Could be that.
Yeah. You never know.
I don't know. Sometimes you gotta. Even me, I've been trying my best to. Silver and gold's like fuck De Niro. I've been trying my best to avoid. Like I have that one bit that I was working on that's political on stage for Trump and Trudeau, but I'm still gonna do it this summer. But it's the only portion. The rest I just want to be jokes because I feel like people are getting so slammed, and it's all nonsense.
Yeah, they're fed up.
It's all they're fed up, and it's all like I hope that people understand that all that they said was gonna happen didn't happen. Trump's gonna win. It's gonna be the end of the world. People are gonna be starving in the streets. There's gonna be fires. World War III. That didn't happen, and it wouldn't have happened if Hillary won either.
No.
It's not gonna happen. The only difference would have been if Hillary won. There would have been a lot more wars.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm gonna say about politics is Pantelis, avoid political. It's too cheap and easy. Yeah. Well, actually, the bit I have though is I really like it about you heard about the Trump.
Did I hear it?
Yeah. You saw it also when we last week at the Italian place when the lady got mad at me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
So that it's actually they're pretty good, and I like making fun of our buffoon prime minister too. So the one thing I'm going to say that the news did recently that really kind of bothered me was so remember Trump. He got into a fight with Iran, and then and then they also took down a drone. They shot down a drone, and they were pressuring him to attack. And he asked for a briefing, and he said, "What are the casualties? Like how many people could die if we attack that facility?" And they said 150. And Trump said, "You know what? I'm not comfortable with having 150 Iranians die because the drone was unmanned." And even the ships that were attacked, like nobody died. So I'm not comfortable with killing 150 people, so forget it. And then CNN, they're supposed to be liberal, right? But that term is not used properly because they're not being liberal. CNN started saying, they're basically calling him a pussy for not attacking. But you're supposed to be anti-war if you're a liberal person.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm a liberal person. Most of the people here are liberal. They want liberty.
Yeah.
They want to be anti. And they were fucking going against him. So if he had attacked, they would have said, look at this piece of garbage, 150 casualties. When he didn't attack, instead of saying like, oh, Trump, wow, that's fucking... Obama didn't do the same thing. Obama was shooting down everyone. He didn't care about casualties. This guy's like, that's too many casualties. I'm not going to kill 150 people. And they made it like, oh, he's not strong enough. That's so fucking insane. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
It really bothered me when I saw that. I go, you guys are a bunch of... like. If it was ever vague before, I hope people realize now that you guys are a piece of fucking garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That means he has some heart. That's another thing. Gambit makes a good point. I thought about, remember I told you, I go, that's fucking surprising because it kind of goes to show maybe a lot of people are right that he's just fucking around. That he's more of a troll than a narcissist. Because if you're a sociopath, you don't think like that. He would have never asked for the casualty. He wouldn't care. If he was a sociopath doesn't care. He doesn't have empathy.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Just do it. Yeah. I see what you mean.
And he said, you know what? 150 people? Nah, that's too many people because our drone was unmanned. But Obama, his drone strikes, schools, all that, kids were dying. Nobody fucking said anything.
It's so hypocritical.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's very aggravating.
Even the who's that? Have you guys seen that woman Tulsi Gabbard? She's running for president. So she's taking an anti-war stance and she wants to protect the troops, give veterans money, all that stuff, right? And what did? They panicked the left, so they started calling her like to make her seem like she's one of the bad guys. Like because she's left, she's a liberal, but she's real what liberals are supposed to be, which is what kind of the Republicans turned into of anti-war and this and that. And like she has a Republican stances, conservative stances.
It's so weird.
Dude. The people like they're not using the word liberty. Liberty means that you should have the right to say what you want to say. That's not what the left is doing. The left that's calling us liberal say you can't say this, don't say this, you're a this, you're a that. They're doing the opposite. They switched sides and they didn't even see it happening. So they're using these terms, but they're not real descriptors of what's happening. That's why people fight, because they go, "You're a Nazi." The guy's like, "How am I a Nazi?" It's like you're conservative. No, I want to conserve things. I want to conserve the economy. I want to conserve this. It's not. I want to conserve slavery. You fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's so they're just playing with.
But
words.
wasn't it the Republicans anyways that freed the slaves?
Of course, but that's what I'm saying is they just dirty politics. Just shift it. They're just using words.
I hate politics, man.
Yeah, it's the worst. Anyways, that's enough. That's all the politics we can get into. I thought it was an interesting thing that he asked for that because it shocked me. I was like, holy fuck, he gave a fuck. I'm very happy that someone said that. Nobody else ever said that.
Yeah.
They destroyed Libya before, nobody cared about people's lives.
Yeah, look what they did. Aren't they?
They're the slave capital of Africa now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody wants to talk about that mess. Yeah. I believe anti-war, dude. I especially for America right now, they don't need to be in all these fucking places unless it's really necessary for them.
They need to
that money, man. Fucking rebuild the spots in the States that have trouble.
Yeah, they need to come back and they need to focus internally.
That's what Obama should have done. Obama was you're talking about America. Well, why isn't the money going to America?
Because it's all these fucking big corporations in the way.
That's who's really in charge. It's the lobbying that's the problem. Yeah. Gambit's like, we did, Ray. We hit like. Yeah, click that. Yeah, they never talk about stuff that doesn't fit in their agenda. Yeah, that's why. Even it's funny because even people were like, aren't people gonna find it weird? Like when we went to Carl Ruiz's restaurant and stuff. It's like I don't care. Carl Ruiz never did anything to us, right?
No.
He was super nice. He treated us great. He was a cool dude. Fucking kept in touch with him. When he comes to Montreal, we're gonna fucking treat him even better. He's gonna have a great time here too. He's a fucking cool ass dude. This whole and you know what else I noticed? I saw things that we don't have to deal with, like because Anthony gets a lot of crazy fans.
Yeah.
Like psychos, guys. Like you don't understand. Like you talk about anger or whatever. These guys are fucking nuts. So they'll always tweet. They'll say crazy shit. So I saw a couple of tweets and people were like, "Oh, I've seen the numbers. The place is half empty. Like for the show for coming into the compound." How many fucking seats were empty, Poseidon? You were there.
Oh, bro, the place was packed.
The place was packed. The only two spots that weren't, there was two seats in the back corner, was where the comics kept coming to sit and look at the show and go back. There was no other place to sit.
I had a hard time finding a table.
He had a hard time finding a table. He was with us. And they put you the back where the comics were. And he kept he had no choice because it was packed. So shit like that, I'm like, why are they saying this? And then I would see online, they'd be like, oh, I calculated, and it has the capacity of 240. There's only 90 people. Dude, you couldn't fit anyone else. The whole thing was packed. Like the whole room. Where do you want people to go? The whole room was packed. They sold the place out. What do you want them to do?
I feel like there was a little more than 240 people in there.
Yeah, well, that's. I'm not saying that there wasn't. I'm just saying that that's how. It was just strange to me that you would go through such lengths to bullshit online. Like,
why do people do that?
I don't know. Did Kumia fuck someone's wife or some shit? It might be something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways,
but that's not if.
Let's talk about New York. Gambit says.
That's not.
Were the people receptive? I was getting how was I in New York? I mean, you're gonna see some footage. I saw Poseidon's GoPro, and there's funny footage because he has the GoPro here, and I have footage of you. I guess I don't know if you're not looking up, but you're going through people. Like there's people in front of him in the street, and he's going on because we're a right-handed society in North America. This isn't the fucking Queens, England. So we go on the right. So everyone's right is the opposite way, right? Okay. Yeah, Carl Ruiz is a beautiful human being. Yeah. He's a good dude. Kari's a nice guy. So I have footage, and I'm going to show you guys this when I make the video. Poseidon is like walking, and I can see women's faces like this. They're walking, they're like this, and they're trying to get out of the way. Like it looks like a movie because it's first person. Like they're like, oh, who's this? And because he's just going through on the opposite side of the street.
By the way, I only do this in New York. because I get so agitated that there's so many people. I'm like, fuck this, fuck everyone, and I just start charging.
Like New York is kind of fun to go to visit to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
But just like Silver and Gold said, it gets so I don't know. With Silver and Gold, New Yorkers don't care about anything other than themselves. That's how it is. It feels weird. It feels like I don't know. I'd kill someone. Like there's too much dirt.
Yeah.
There's people in front of you. Just throw garbage on the floor.
That's one thing that I like. Here in Montreal, we have garbage bins everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Almost every fucking corner there's a
garbage bins are hard to find.
Brother, try to find a garbage bin. Even when you walk into places, there's nowhere to throw. Here, you walk into a place, you know.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Like some people who have never been to a big city like New York assume that it's like their downtown. It is not. Downtown New York is something completely different.
That's a beast right there, bro.
It's different than LA too. LA, remember when Hollywood Boulevard? That's you can walk there. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's chill, relax.
Yeah. Now LA, the big problem is the highways, especially on the wrong times. Fuck, millions of people trapped in their cars. But that's another story. But New York, the walking. So the people traffic versus the walking traffic, right?
Yeah.
So both cities are way, way too populated.
Yeah.
And then you have the homeless.
Yeah. Remember that guy that was screaming and running?
Oh yeah, that's that guy. We
we
went to eat at Madison Square Garden so that Poseidon could see Madison Square Garden. Yeah, so Poseidon could see Madison Square Garden, and it was pretty cool. And they had like I don't know what the competition was. It was either college sports or college cheerleaders. There was a bunch of cheerleaders there, like eating and yelling. And yeah, Poseidon was having a great time. He's like, bro, you saw that shit, bro? It looks like Megan Fox. He was freaking out. He was like, I wish I went to college, bro. So we went to eat, and I didn't want to eat anything because a lot of the food there, like I said, bothers me. Just garbage, toxic foods.
Yeah.
So Poseidon went to a pizza spot. I didn't feel like pizza because we had so much. Ribalto, whatever the fuck it was called in there.
Yeah.
And he ordered a small personalized pizza. He went to sit with us. He took a couple of bites. And
Two bites,
and then he was surprised by something. A gift in his pizza. What was it, Poseidon?
It was a piece of motherfucking glass.
There was a piece of glass this big. I have a photo of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a piece of glass. Yeah.
You're gonna show them the photo?
It's not worth it. It's because you can't tell what you're holding. But point is, it's a piece of glass.
Yeah, because it was covered in cheese.
Yeah, it was covered in cheese. But a giant piece of glass in his fucking pizza. Like they were trying to off him.
Fuck, barely 24 hours in New York. They're trying to assassinate me already.
Yeah. And then what happened when you brought it back?
Oh, so I brought it back, and I was all sweaty because of the humidity, and I looked really angry.
Yeah, as usual.
So I throw it on the counter like this. What the fuck is this? I go, freak out. They're like, and then the girl gets out, and there were people in line, by the way, and they all looked at me, and I'm really sorry. Just wait there. No. So I'm holding the piece of glass like this the whole time. By the way, this was my position the whole time until she gave me my money back. I was like this. Just standing there like this, and then the cook comes and sees me. Oh man, I'm really sorry. You want another free pizza? No free pizza. Give me my money back, like that. Give me my money back. I go,
money back.
While I'm holding the piece of glass.
My money.
And the guy got freaked out. I was like, okay, man, you know. And he goes,
what do you want? My money. Don't forget that money.
And he goes back. And the girl was there. I don't know what she was trying to figure out. I think she was trying to come up with an excuse that she couldn't refund me.
You know what's funny is you could have sued them. This was the States. Try to kill you.
It's true, eh?
Millions, Poseidon. You missed your chance.
And I think she towards the end, because she was trying to find an excuse to not give me my money back, and she at some point she looked at me.
But you had the camera on you and the mic.
Camera and the mic. And then she's like, okay, nah. She gave me my money back, and because I realized she was being a bit of a cunt about it, so I grabbed my money like this, and I go, what do you want me to do with this now? The piece of glass. And I'm like, you want it? And I threw it on the counter. I'm like, here, it's yours. It came back out.
Let's see. Most of us are pieces of shits, Mega Male says. Then those assholes always shit on the Midwest where people are decent. Yeah. My hometown. Yeah, people. I told you guys this before. When people talk shit about America because of a politician, because somebody does. You ever hang out with Americans? It's the complete opposite of what you'd think.
Yeah.
It's not what the media portrays. Fucking good people.
Yeah. Especially in little towns.
Yeah, they want to show you good stuff. They want to treat you nice. They're happy to see you. It's all bullshit, bro.
But it's crazy because in movies, you'll always see in little towns, it's, they're creepy people.
Yeah, you know why? Because, it's true, it sounds fucking conspiratorial, but it's true. Like Hollywood, that's the image that they painted. They've painted everyone as, incest and this because they don't want their opinions to be worth anything. Yeah. But these are just people like, I live in a smaller town. I don't want to live in New York.
Yeah. It's just people who can't stand that.
Yeah.
But look at movies. Just movies like The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. Well, that's different. That was about your family.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go.
That was a family film.
Directed by Poseidon. That's why you don't see me in it.
But I got to all the time. Every time I go down there, I meet Compound Media fans. So right now when we were there, Flat Cat said Americans are very loving people. All the fans that you met, everybody. How good was everyone to you?
Sweethearts.
Ellis from Philly came up from Philadelphia. Like everyone who came, so much fun. Loved meeting them, loved hanging out, loved talking with them. So what is this shit that they're talking about?
Even in the city, like not all like people usually aren't trying to start.
No, the foreigners are the problem. Actually,
Yeah.
The only people that we ever argued with was the foreigners and the tourists. It was the only people that the pizza place. It was the Afghanis. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was
Well,
always.
I wasn't there
you
for
weren't
that.
there, but it's always the cab drivers. The Uber, that American guy that we had, nice guy. The Uber
Super chill, yeah.
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking every time they always yell.
Remember that Uber driver that's like, I got a pipe in the trunk.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
a
that
guy.
was
Oh,
so
this guy's a
funny.
fucking real New Yorker. So he noticed after a while that because Poseidon was sitting in the front, me and Mike were in the back, and he noticed that we're kind of aggressive people. Because as soon as we took off, this guy tried to cut him off, and I had the window. I was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And I started going crazy. So the guy looks at me, his rear view. He's like, "What the fuck?" Like he's not even driving, and he's yelling. And I go, "What the fuck?" This guy think that we're at red light. Should we get the fuck out of the car? So the guy's like, "Holy shit!" So then after a while, this guy was a Sikh guy.
Navy blue BMW X5.
He tried to cut him off. He didn't make it, and Poseidon took it really personal. And Poseidon followed him under the tunnel. Poseidon knew where the car was. And finally in the city, this is about 15 minutes later, we finally got next to him. Poseidon remembered. He's like, there's that motherfucker. And Poseidon's looking over the Uber driver's shoulder. He's looking over the guy like this. And he looks like, yeah, look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. Should I go fucking stop him? And the guy looks at Poseidon. He's like, I got a pipe in the trunk if you want. And then that's when I was like, no, bro. Poseidon, just stay in the fucking car, bro. Get a fucking arrested. Just leave him. Leave the Sikh guy.
And even the Uber driver was shocked that, oh my God, like you followed this man.
It's always the people that are not from America. Even sometimes I would get into arguments and it was Canadians.
Yeah.
It was people from they act like assholes when they end up in like Los Angeles or New York or something. It's always the foreigners. And I'm a foreigner too.
Even when
it's always like me. I was the guy in the car being aggressive. It wasn't the driver.
It's true,
It wasn't the American. It was me, the foreigner. The foreigner was being fucking angry.
we were assholes.
We're bringing in all our anger.
Because we're not used to it. They're used to it.
Yeah, they're used to it, so they're calm. Like, hey, whatever, it is what it is.
like, yeah.
I was like, fuck you, I'm not gonna wait, bro.
That's right. But even when I went to that little deli that I went to,
The gay deli.
I got a little sandwich. Remember?
I said the gay deli, but we were in a gay neighborhood, so everything was gay.
Yeah, they were super chill. They thought it was French. Because I had the
fanny pack.
I had the fanny pack and everything, and they thought it was French. And the guy goes, "Let's go Paris Saint-Germain." He goes like
that was weird though.
Yeah.
Tell him to go fuck himself.
It was a little strange.
Tell him, I like Athens, baby.
All right.
Flat Cat lives, I think, in Massachusetts. No, Boston or something like that.
Boston.
Let's see. Repeat it so Pantelis can see. Yeah, repeat. What should I see? I wish to see this. It's the future isn't acai berries, it's glass. Yeah, that's how.
What?
That's how he's gonna lose weight, Poseidon. Soviet Mashghanistan. That's what it is. Yeah, that's where she hangs out. We have to go down to Boston too.
Yeah.
And do something down there.
There are so many places I want to see that I haven't seen, but like you see them on film or whatever. Film, but I want to see them.
I saw them in the pictures. Yes.
With my own 2 eyes. You know, it's like when you see a horse for the first time. You see them all the time on videos and shit. But then
when you see it and you really
in person,
grab that giant dung, you're like,
I knew he was gonna say that.
But this is why they make a big deal out of it.
By the way, horses. Have you seen a horse in person? They're such majestic creatures.
Horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, horses are beautiful. That's why you don't eat them. The city's a fucking spider web. Oh, is it complicated? I've been to Boston.
It is. That's what I've heard as well.
I've been around Harvard. I like it there.
They have maps of if you look in New York, it's all like rectangles, and then Boston is just.
Poseidon only wants a horse because that stupid horse song. Driving on your horse, fucking stole a Porsche, whatever the fuck that song is.
Do you think there's a law against riding a horse in the city? I don't think there's an actual law.
Well, the cops ride them here.
Yeah, but I don't think there's an actual
like
law.
on the highway. But that's weird because like you don't have the same control on the
No,
horse.
not on the highway, but I mean through town.
2DM America road trip, maybe. Maybe actually we were planning that for next summer with me and Mike. We were talking about that. We're gonna see how because it's growing a little faster than we thought, like with the shots and all that. Because normally podcasts takes about 3 years to really gain traction. Yeah, so that's why. If anyone's starting a podcast and they're not getting numbers in the beginning, like I only have 10 listeners or whatever, it's just something you have to keep at, and you get better at it. Yeah, you be patient. It just takes a couple of years because there's so many now. Back in the day, it wasn't as hard, but now there's so many. So for people to hear about you, get addicted. So yeah, we were thinking of that maybe next year, do a little bit of a road trip to Canada and some American cities. And also, I have an announcement to make. I think we're going to do it soon. So the 2-drink minimum shots won't exist anymore soon. But don't fret. We're still going to... What we're going to do is... this was the idea I came up with. Because I feel like it might get a little confusing because we have, shot 3 and then episode 5. We're going to do is soon combine the shots and are going to come up to 100 episodes. I think now we're like at 96 or something. So what I want to do is starting from the 100th episode, it's just episode numbers. So let's say episode 100 is on compound, for example, and then episode 101 is on both. It's a shot, right? It's available for everyone.
Yeah.
So every you get it?
Yeah.
So episode 100, so that we keep a number scheme.
Yeah.
So it's a bit simpler.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Starting from episode 100.
Yeah, so continuation.
For continuation, so let's say someone only gets on iTunes and they're like, oh, fuck, episode 102 and then episode 104. What happened 103? You go to Compound.
Yeah.
Compound has everything.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah. That's a good idea. Oh, by the way, speaking of, because I was saying that if you can ride your horse in town, if you have one, you know what's crazy about our gun laws?
Here in Montreal, they're stupid.
They are stupid. But did you know, Mr. Pantelis, and I know you're going to find this interesting.
Yeah.
You could go into a store that sells flamethrowers and just buy one because it's not regulated like guns are.
Whoa, back up. Where do we sell flamethrowers?
I don't know. I haven't found out yet.
Give me a flamethrower.
But because it's not regulated like guns are, because it's seen as a farming tool, you could literally walk into a place that sells flamethrowers without a gun license and you can buy one. And
who else is seen as a farming tool?
Who?
Well, it's either you get that or you don't.
Oh, the hose.
No.
Oh.
You didn't get it, but it's okay. I know people in the chat did.
Me?
Flame torches for melting driveway ice. Yeah, it's true. I'll be like, what do you have a flamethrower for? Have you seen this fucking ice, bro? I got to melt it.
Yeah.
There's
but
no
it's a little
flamethrowers, just people who throw flames beside. That's fine. It's true.
It's just a dude with a Molotov cocktail.
So you're saying is like, let's say Elon Musk. If I buy that flamethrower that he has, that Rogan has, it's cool. I can walk around with that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
They can't. Yeah. I found this out, by the way. I don't know why I didn't say this on 2DM. I found that out when I went to the
gun range.
Yeah,
that's what happens when your laws are dumb.
Yeah. So you cannot carry a shotgun, but you're literally this far away from roasting people alive in the city.
You walk into a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, sir, what are you doing?
Give me free food. You could literally hold up.
No, what are you doing? Well, just in case you don't cook this hot enough, I got me covered. I take my steaks very seriously, sir. God damn, that's actually fucking. There's some there's fucking.
Yeah.
They're for sale. Yeah, you can actually get flamethrowers.
No.
That's fucking interesting though.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I don't know why this never came up earlier.
Well, because these are things that it was hard to regulate because they didn't exist.
Yeah, well, no, but still, flamethrower has been around, since the 40s?
Yeah, but that's not long enough.
No?
No, because like guns existed way longer.
Since 1800s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but still.
I don't think you do, because you said I see what you mean, and then you're like, but still, I see what you mean, I refuse to
No,
acknowledge
but you'd think the government would regulate something as dangerous as a fucking flamethrower, bro.
But everything is... Let's see.
Because a gun is a gun. Yeah, it's dangerous, but it's not destructive like a flamethrower. Like a flamethrower will, you could set a building on fire, bro. You know how far a flamethrower shoots? You know how dangerous that shit is?
Okay.
A gun, you can shoot and harm someone. Yes. But bro, you can set that whole movie theater on fire with a flamethrower.
But they're not the real flame. Silver and Gold just made the same fucking point. They're not the same flamethrowers you see in the military and shit like that. The flamethrowers that you could buy, it's not the same as the military where they take down all those crops and shit.
Yeah, that's the one. They were selling one at the gun range.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and they were showing a video of how far it shoots the flame.
Okay, that's absurd. Let's see. Benoit asks, where can we see some stand-up this week, Pantelis? And does Poseidon envision himself doing stand-up? As cringe as that would be. He knows a bit better after the after his karaoke. You know, he knows his strengths. They're not in stand-up. I tried to get him to do 5 minutes on a show a couple of weeks ago just to fuck around in the terror in his eyes. I was like, what? So, you know, stand-up's not for everyone. He's not a storyteller, as you guys know. He doesn't have stand-up, but he's comedy adjacent, you know?
Yeah.
As for this week, I think Thursday night in the West Island, Duns, I think, they're doing a show with Joey Elias. And I think I'm going to jump on that because I'm trying to work out some stuff for my hour. So I don't know if it's going to be any good because I have no choice, man. I got to test some shit out.
Is this on
before
a
I go out
weekend?
there. No, this Thursday. On the weekend, I always recommend going to Comedy Nest, for especially for English comedy. If not, go to the Bordel. The problem is with Mike's Club is it's reserved for months. Like I think it's booked till November.
Really?
2 shows a night. Yeah, it's the hottest thing, bro. You don't fuck with Mike.
God damn.
Let's see. Apart from that, also remember that there's some certain shows, like if you guys are actually coming down for Just for Laughs, for my show, for me and Mike and Dave Landa, all that stuff, there's also other shows like Montreal's, like Reese is doing his Rad Dads show, I think a few days before me. So it's parents talking about like jokes about having kids. Carmen Lynch, I spoke to her. She's a friend of Gino's, a friend of some of the friends that we have down there in New York. Gino Bisconti was telling me good things about her too. She's coming doing her 1 hour here as well. Just for Laughs, Carmen Lynch. She's from New York, so you could watch her show as well. So you have options.
Is it coming down or coming up?
Let's see. Gambit, you should be their Oracle in Pantel's Comedy Studio. Yeah, like the Oracle, like fucking Batman or fucking Gambit. Bam, comes in with all his shit.
Oh shit! Yeah,
That's how I'm seeing it. We gotta figure some shit
that's
out.
a good idea.
Gotta go. Dan says, "Happy Canada." Yeah, Happy Canada Day, everybody, for tomorrow.
In Quebec, it's moving day.
Norm on Conan and Stuff of Legends. Norm Macdonald, when was he on Conan recently? Because the only thing I've heard about Conan recently was the numbers, because we were comparing with Mike's French podcast, because it has bigger numbers than Conan. Because Conan gets, I think, 600 something thousand per episode. Mike gets like a million point something. So Conan was on the lower spectrum of all the late night people.
God damn.
It's the way they market things now, and it's saturated. Plus, people get fed up when you know that someone's not being genuine because they can't say what they want to see.
Yeah.
Like you have to have, like I always wondered that because I always wanted, back in the day was get a late night spot. Even though I was on Rogan, which is supposed to be the biggest thing now for comics, but still, you always want to do a late night spot. I don't know if guys like me anymore can do late night spots.
Because of the politics.
Yeah, I'm not a political guy, but it's just because of the humor.
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll see. Let's see. Tobias says, "Whoa! I thought you would take the day off with all that travel and work. Oh, for today? Nah, I never take off. I'm always working. He knows.
Yeah.
Always keep him busy.
I don't know how you do it.
Nobody knows how I fucking do it. You know what the secret is?
What?
Just slowly die inside. I'm always tired. Yeah, I'm always editing. Even last night I was up till like 3 a.m. looking at your videos to see what you shot, what I can use.
I really don't know how you do it, because I went home with the goal in mind of packing some shit for the move, and then I lie down for 2 minutes and I passed out.
Dude, you got to keep. I always have to be doing something, because no one's gonna do shit for you. And
yeah, I know.
If you don't work, like fucking YouTube is, saying like YouTube is evil. They're saying, yeah, there's no money on YouTube. No, there's no. I even did because I remember people saying PayPal, so I created like a PayPal for Pantelis Live. So it's paypal.me/Pantelis Live. But I don't even know what to use it for. Because like I said, I don't want people sending money if it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. So I had it set up, and then I realized, I don't even want people to donate to the chat anymore, because fucking YouTube takes like fucking 30% or 40%, whatever the fuck they take.
Well, you had told me the number.
It was high.
It was more than 50.
No, they don't take more than 50, no. But it was like 45%. Yeah, exactly. 45%.
Oh, there you go.
Which is fucking high.
Which is almost half.
It's fucking high. It's fucking high. So, I don't know, but I have it set up, so one day we'll figure something out. It might be for... yeah, and you get taxed too, and I'm going to get taxed up the ass too. So they keep everything. So, but I want to figure out one day when we have a goal in mind, like, we want to attain this. Then we'll open it up, take donations, so we can do something that everybody benefits from. But just to donate to the chat and stuff, I know people like the show and stuff. These motherfuckers take a lot of the money. So I don't want you guys losing your... Because I know they want to give it to me, they want to give it to us, but you're giving them half the money, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to work hard, man. I'm always, we have the podcast every day. I'm doing always. You got to fucking, and all the people that are fucking lazy and complain. Like I know open micers like that always bitch. They're like, oh, how are you doing this? Oh, you got lucky because you did. I didn't get fucking lucky for anything. I'm always fucking working. I don't sleep until 11 fucking a.m. I'm always fucking working. I don't sleep until 1, all that shit. And you know what I'm talking about. You've been with me a long time. You gotta fucking work. You gotta hustle.
I did wake up super early though this morning. I woke up at 6:30.
I'm proud of you.
In order to, because I got my sleep in, you know, 6:30, and I was moving shit. I threw out so much shit, bro. You know how much shit I have that I've never used in ages.
So here, Flat Cat. That's why I said don't donate even to PayPal yet. I have it there, but don't donate because I don't have anything to do with the money. Like we don't have a goal. I don't want to just take. You guys don't have to pay me for this. I'm happy to do that. I do this because I'm having fun. What I want to do, and it's probably going to end up happening, is because I don't want money to be coming in from fans. I'd rather it be coming from advertisers. I'd rather take advertisers' money and fans get to enjoy everything for free. That's what I want. So I have that one company that is they're gonna do a test for 3 episodes in August. It's a gambling site. And if it works, they're gonna pay for sponsorship for more. That's what I want. I want to get more ads for Pantelis podcast and for Pantelis Live. I'm using them as a package deal. So whoever wants, it counts like they get a 2-for-1 basically. Because I do 1 episode of this guaranteed every week, and then Pantelis podcast is whenever I can get a podcast out. So that's what I want to do. So I want them to pay. They get the sponsors, and everybody enjoys everything for free. It's the same problem I had with Patreon. People were like, you should do Patreon, but then you're kind of limiting. Like, look, fucking silver and gold, but had to donate something because you see, you just gave YouTube money. But don't worry, one day we're gonna figure this out. Get the advertisers' money, and then we could do cool shit. Because everybody, you're already donating your time. You're watching this, you're sharing this, you're already doing your part.
And nowadays, time is money.
Time is fucking money. So everyone's already they're enjoying it. I don't like advertisers getting away with it. Gabe says Patreon. Yeah, but even I don't know how much Patreon takes. But also that's what I want. I want we're gonna set up more merch, and we want to have better merch and cheaper merch too. We're trying to get a good price range for that, because just to get it out there. So merch, because you're getting something.
Like maybe the stupid shit I say as in quotes.
What do you mean? For what to put on the merch?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I want merch so that people actually pay, but they're getting something, and we get a small percentage, if anything, from the merch and from advertisers. Because then everybody still gets all this shit for free, right? That's what I want. I want people to be able, because it's a different time now. And then advertisers, like, motherfucker, you want to advertise? Pay. The fans, the same thing. I'm going to speak to Keith, because I let Keith know about, like, how much, growing up and everything was, helped so many startups. Video games, like real work, so I have ideas of also on Compound how to do it, because gotta stay with the bundles, gas or Compound or the Patreon guys. So he knows that they're gonna fall flat. Tom's mentioning it too. So there's different models of how to do things. Gas right now I think does it the better way. The fact that you're paying, it's kind of like how Patreon is. You're paying for not exclusivity, you're kind of paying for time to get it first. And then things go on iTunes, and it's more of something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's more of not to isolate people, because then it's hard to grow. Like what they were trying to tell Kevin Brennan, because then it's hard to grow. Because then let's say I have I have 10 fans, you have 10 fans, Mike has 10 fans, right? You start a network, and then you have those 30 fans. Okay. It's harder. You have to keep bringing in more shows to bring in more fans, because they can't see it. Other people can't see it to get in. But if you release for those 30 fans, because they're paying, they get exclusively, and then a week later, it goes out on the YouTube or whatever, then people who don't know you are going to see you, be like, oh, fuck. Oh, I like this. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't want to wait. I want to subscribe also.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Because more people see you. So you need to switch that model. Because if you're just based on new shows, you gain the subscribers, but then you fall flat. You stagnate. Because who else is going to come? They don't know. You have to put shit out there. It's a different time now. You have to put shit out there so people can see you. And And all this stuff is also advertising, especially if you're a comedian. You're advertising yourself. Yeah. People like you. People come out to your shows. That's how you do it. It's not by just trying to steal everyone's money and be like, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. First of all, how much money do you think people have? They're going to fucking pay for everything. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. At some point. You got to be reasonable. Look at Suzekut. Exactly. You need these packages. You have to get these packages, exclusivity for a limited time and all that. Just ask Louis C.K. Well, you know what, Silver and Gold? You make a good point about Louis when he did his special. When he was releasing it himself after for $5 and all that, people said he was crazy. They go, that's a stupid thing. And he made so much money just on the first day because he would keep all the money. He distributed himself. He's like, I'll just put it on YouTube or on my website. You pay $5, get it if you like it, or $3 or whatever. And then look at like Andrew Schultz, who fucking put it on YouTube for free in segments, his stand-up. So you might not like a certain joke. Like people were like, oh, I'm offended by this tranny joke, right? But then you saw another one of his clips and you're like, I like this one. Let me go look at this. Let me go look at this. You know? He forced you to go into the wormhole. Oh. You get it? Instead of releasing a special one shot, he released it week by week in pieces.
That's smart. Kind of like
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, Tobias, no, I'll tell you what happened. So we went to Anthony's house. And first we were hanging out with Anthony. We were fucking Anthony, good host. He was super nice to us. And we're hanging out in the backyard, just shooting the shit. I was asking, you know me, I was asking all kinds of questions that if I had him on a podcast, I would have asked the same questions about you know, the old O&A days. You know, how does he feel? What happened here? You know, certain stories that I was curious about. And he was fucking super gracious. He was answering all the questions. He's still like such a good storyteller. And then we went to do karaoke because he wanted us to do karaoke with him. We had a lot of fun making fun of Poseidon. You know, just singing, having fun. Me, you, Guido Grasso, Mike was there. And then it was like around 4 a.m. And I'm the one who had to force Mike because everyone was already drunk. Be like, guys, get the fuck out of here because we got to leave. We got to check out at 11. So I'm also the guy who woke everyone up in the morning too because, again, nobody fucking wakes up. Everybody's fucking sleeping. Yeah. Like, guys, we got to get out in half an hour.
Oh, but what happened? Okay, you're going to get to
So we get to the, whatever. So we're at the Airbnb. It's about an hour before, it's about 10 a.m. And I started hearing loud banging at the door. And I immediately get aggressive inside, okay? Because first I thought it was Poseidon, but I got locked out. And I'm like, this stupid motherfucker. I go, I'm not opening the door. Fuck him. So I wait and hear. Again, I wake up. I call Poseidon. I thought he was on his phone. He was upstairs. He's like, no, I'm still sleeping, bro. I go, well, we're like in 40 minutes. We gotta get the fuck out of here. What's going on? Someone's knocking on the door.
Yeah, I was so confused when you asked me.
Yeah, so Poseidon's like, it's not me. So Poseidon goes downstairs, opens the door. There's like, one Mexican lady and a Mexican guy.
Yeah. No, just a lady.
And what'd you tell her? You're like, what do you want? And she's like, can I come in? Or what?
Yeah, I'm like, no.
No, get the fuck out of here. You know?
I look at the time. I go,
oh, yeah, you were trying to say 11.
Yeah.
So he's like, 11. She's like, ¿qué? Yeah, I was brushing my teeth and I was laughing because I could hear Poseidon being like, 11, 10, and 1. He's trying to tell her, like, and he's trying to explain to her in Spanish that checkout is at fucking 11. Leave me alone. Yeah. And she was still talking in the hallway. She was being annoying. She was trying to get in. So then I wake up Mike. I'm like, Mike, we got to get out. We got 20 minutes. So I'm gathering all our stuff. You know, we're getting ready. We're packing. And finally, it's just about a minute left.
She kept being annoying.
She kept being annoying. She kept knocking, trying to come in. She was fucking annoying. So then Poseidon's leaving. And she was acting like she doesn't speak English. So if she didn't speak English, she shouldn't have understood what I was going to tell Poseidon. So Poseidon, I'm like, here, grab all. So Poseidon has our stuff. He's going to take him in the car. And as soon as he opens the door, she's in front of him. She's trying to cut to get in the house while he's leaving. I yell like, hey, Poseidon, and leave the gun in the car. She does a 180 and goes back and waits in the hallway like this with her arms crossed. Didn't want anything to do with coming in. But I thought you don't speak English. But you understood when I said there's a fucking gun on him. You got that one.
Oh, boy.
Bullshit. So we pack up, we leave, and that's when, like, Mike, we were talking, and Mike's like, well, why would we go to the airport since Poseidon will probably make it the same time we do? Nice move. I said the gun thing is like, oh, she's fucking pretending she doesn't understand, you know? And we still gave her a tip. We left her $20 just so, you know, but it's just annoying. Like, fuck off. Checkout is checkout. We're not going to leave an hour early. I'm hanging out with a bunch of drunks.
Because I'll tell you why she's like that. Because they have contracts. She probably works for a cleaning company. And basically the person who owns that property probably hires that.
That's
company.
how it is, yeah. And she just wanted to get in and out.
Yeah, in and out, facade, you know, move on to the next one.
I don't
if
give a
she's
fuck.
late to the next one, then whatever, it creates a chain fucking reaction.
I don't give a fuck.
You know? But we weren't messy people anyways. There probably wasn't much to clean up. Just throw shit in the clean shit and just, you know, redo the beds.
Yeah, no, we man, but also we were fast. I cleaned up everything. Like, we didn't leave it a mess. We take care of where we are. So we get in the car. Like I said, for the people who missed it earlier, Mike figured, why wait all day at the airport? We're going to make it around the same time, even earlier, if we just go straight with Poseidon. So we did that. And then I got a text message that our flight was delayed. So we made it home around 6:15. And that's when we were supposed to leave. And I got a text that the flight was delayed till 9:30 at night. And then I got a text in the morning when I woke up. The flight was delayed to like, what is it, 5, 6 in the morning, shit like that. So if we had stayed and actually took in the plane and not drove with him, we wouldn't have made it. Like, we would have been there for a day and it would have caused the whole shitstorm. So what are the odds, huh?
Having a meltdown.
Yeah. Oh, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the odds that? Yeah, you never know. Sometimes how life works out.
And then you were I remember when I was driving down there, you were making fun of me because I took a rental.
Oh yeah, you did. You didn't need a rental because you have a car, but you had all these excuses.
Well, no. Look,
so Poseidon
honest
says,
to God.
"What song did I sing for karaoke?" I sang 2 songs. The first one I sang wasn't on. It was before they started recording on Periscope. It was "Sitting at the Dock of the Bay," Otis Redding. I remember I liked that song, so I sang that. And then the one that was on Periscope was Joe Cocker. What Joe Cocker song was it?
Wait, you recorded on Periscope?
On wherever he was, Instagram, wherever the fuck Anthony was recording.
Instagram
Live. I don't know.
Yeah.
Calm down. Why are you so offended?
Because I haven't heard that word in like forever. I was like,
I don't know. I thought it was. But it was Joe Cocker. Oh, love lifts us up where we belong. Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was that one. And then I don't think I sang anything else. Sitting on a cock because I'm gay. Yeah, Tom actually has some good fine lines if you pay attention. Poseidon was good. It was on Periscope. Yeah, it was on Periscope.
Oh, it was on Periscope.
He put it on everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Poseidon was fun because Poseidon, even though he has no rhythm, doesn't understand music, he was getting into it. So he was still making it fun for everyone.
The energy.
He was actually trying. The energy. It was garbage, like, that's me in the corner. But, it was better than him being like, that's me in the corner.
Yeah. Because I realized in the beginning, I actually tried. I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe I could do this. And like about 5 seconds in, I realized, I don't know, I'm pretty fucking shit at this. Might as well just have fun with it.
Just have
make people laugh.
I mean, I know. But by the way, Anthony Cumia, I guess I should have known from before because he used to do those sing competitions. But he can actually sing.
Yeah. Mike too, man.
Mike too can fucking sing. Mike he was like a 21. He was for 21 weeks #1 in the charts here in the 90s with that song that he had. Mike can actually, they have actual voices, and it's funny because you can't really, I think on the internet with like live, you can't actually hear it, how good it is.
Yeah.
But I remember when Anthony Cumia was singing, I remember I turned to Mike Ward, I was like, well, dude, he can fucking sing.
When I heard him, I was like, wait a
And then Mike starts laughing. Mike's like, yeah, you didn't know, you fucking idiot. Like he was in a band, like he used to sing with it. And I guess with all the karaoke, all the years now, he has his basement. He can sing whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
So he can actually fucking sing. And it's always weird because I like singing, but I'm not good at it. Like, it's not something I have. But I love music, and I love singing. I love soul songs. I love the old soul music. So I wish I could sing, but I love seeing like talent, and I love musical talent. Like if someone can play an instrument well or sing, especially singing for some reason, fucking love that shit. And him and Mike has a fucking voice too.
Because singing is you can't learn singing.
I don't know if you can, because there's singing lessons. I don't know.
No, there's singing lessons. You can learn how to master your sing, like different.
No, you can learn to sing, but you have to. Yeah, you can learn. It's not like comedy where you have a sense of humor or you don't. You can learn how to control your voice, but if you don't do it when you're young, and you don't have that singing,
yeah, I guess
it must be super difficult. Like me right now, I think I'm too old to learn how to sing. I don't think I could do it. I should have been singing, but I love music, and I love I love singing to myself, but I know it's not good for the public.
But I was more in shock when Mike sang. I was really not expecting.
He has a raspy soul voice, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking
Mustang
good.
Mustang Sally!
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is fucking good, bro.
And we met Brother Joe. We met his brother. His brother was at the show.
Yeah.
Nice guy. He's another guy that had to deal with all kinds of fucking harassment online. That must be so weird.
Yeah. I met way too many people.
You met a lot of people.
To keep track of, like...
To contract of.
No.
I met so many people. Who gave me the AIDS?
No, to keep track of mentally, like, who's who. So I'm like, I don't know who this person is, but yeah.
Poseidon is the biggest singer on 2DM, though. Poseidon is a star. Because that's him in the corner!
I even started doing, like...
Yeah, he was bowing. He's like, thank you. Oh, actually, you know what? You're welcome.
I did Bohemian Rhapsody, which I butchered as well.
Oh, boy, yeah, that was rough.
Oh, and then
but it was still funny.
There was that third song you guys had to stop me. You're like, oh no, this is terrible.
Yeah, there was one song that we had to stop because it was
sex.
I want my sex or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't even enjoyable. It was just like, and like, ugh. Like I just stopped.
And I was doing this. I want your sex.
Yeah, he had his weird voice.
I want your sex, because man, in my head I was like, Oh, this is a old school sex song, you know?
No, I wish it was "I Want Sex and Candy." That would have been good. But him, he has no
Jesus
rhythm,
Christ.
so it would have been like, "I want sex and candy." Like, yeah, Prince. And Mike sang a Prince song too. He sang "Purple Rain."
Yeah, he did that pretty
Yeah.
well too.
Yeah, he's good. Some people have more talents than one, sir.
Yeah.
Some people have none.
You're gonna use me as an example.
You
aren't
decide who it is. I don't know. You're gonna come over to my house after this, huh?
Yes.
Eat some ribs.
Oh.
We're making ribs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Red meat.
Let's see. Joe is a brilliant guitarist. Yeah, I hadn't seen him, but let's see. Karaoke and Gluten Fest crossover. You know what? For the next event, the next Gluten Fest event, it'll be like a big. We want to do it public, bigger.
Mike
So
is
there might
singing.
be some karaoke. There might be some like just to have everyone fuck around. Because the one thing at Governors for those for the one thing at Governors for the people that weren't there, they I think people really wanted to do that Q&A to speak with that, you know, because it's someone that they've listened to on the radio for years, the O&A days. Now, you know, it's someone that they feel they know, someone that they were playing in their cars in their houses,
Yeah.
so they had questions. So I went out, because here's the thing, so time was, you know, leaving. Time was passing. So I went out on stage when they were doing with Landau, and people were like, oh, Pantelis came out to do something. But the only reason why I went out was to steer the conversation, to let them, to get Keith to go out with a mic to let people ask questions. Because I saw that it was becoming like more of a one-sided thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, a lot of these people came out to talk to him, you know?
They're curious. They
Yeah,
wanna
so I
know.
went. I said, "Fuck it, what are they gonna do? I'm gonna go on stage with and Anthony's not gonna get mad. You know, he's gonna laugh." So I went out, and then I started going, "You know, what we should do, and they should ask questions." And then people were like, "Oh yes, finally, yes,
I
quiet."
snapped a picture of you pointing.
Yeah, because I had to, because I felt like they were gonna miss their opportunity.
Yeah.
Because you know, you get caught up. Even us sometimes we have a conversation, want to take
Yeah.
it somewhere, and then you get caught up.
And then you forget, yeah.
You forget. So I wanted them to get that opportunity. So I think that for the next Glutton Fest, we want to make it public, and we want to have more. I don't just want people sitting down. I want to have like events, you know, whether it's karaoke, like
Yeah.
just people having fun and talking to each other. Because what ends up happening is you meet people at these events, is people meet each other that they've talked to online or whatever, that they have
Yeah.
similar interests, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and they become friends.
Yeah.
They're like, oh fuck, where do you live? Fuck, that's not far from me, and I have the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and they build friendships, like how it used to be back in the day with concerts, with metal concerts. People used to meet each other and be like, oh fuck, this is a cool ass dude. Yeah, or speed dating with Poseidon. We get all the eligible
Jesus Christ.
gay guys to just go on each of them plead their case to Poseidon. I cook. Poseidon's like, but I'm not gay. All right, I'm out. Then another guy comes. He's like, I clean. Still not gay. Leaves. Another guy comes. He's like, I have a McLaren. Poseidon's like, I'm very gay. Very gay.
I knew you were going somewhere with this. I was like you said,
I'm so gay right now.
I was like, wait a minute, where's the catch? And there was the catch. I wanted to say something. I always wanted to learn instruments. I
Yeah.
always had a fascination for instruments. I always liked the piano. I loved the piano and the guitar. I always wanted to learn. Speaking of singing and all that.
Yeah. Piano might be harder.
Yeah. Piano is very difficult from what I've heard. Guitar is a lot more simpler. But not like electric guitar, like acoustic guitar.
Yeah. Well, if you learn one, then you could transition.
Yeah.
I never had the time. I always wanted
Yeah.
to learn an instrument, but I'm always fucking working, so I never had the time to learn
Yeah.
how to play an instrument. Now it's too late. What am I gonna do with an instrument? Now I gotta learn how to write comedy. That's what I gotta
Yeah.
focus on. Let's see. You see Flat Cat and fucking Marvin. They became friends over comedy. Fucking Jimmy Blackman. Jimmy Blackman, we met over comedy. Jimmy Blackman became my friend. He's friends with all of us, actually. And it was all from comedy and fucking compound and talking to
Yeah.
people and shit. Let's see. Pat from Moonaki needs to make an
What?
appearance.
What?
All of the old fucking O&A guys need to fucking get together and do some kind of reunion. That would be the best if there's an O&A goddamn reunion show, which I don't think can happen unless I'm in the middle. I'm telling you, I feel like I could make this happen. I feel like I'm that guy that could do it. Because I don't give a fuck about your, you know?
Your feud.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your feud.
And you could smack people around.
I feel like I could smack reason into people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, listen here, you motherfucker.
Have you thought of doing a franglais podcast? Do you mean just a French podcast? Is that what you're asking, Gambit? I don't think that would be funny for people. Or it would be funny for the wrong reasons. I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
The good thing is, I was thinking about this, Poseidon,
Say.
since I own my own website, right? And we could host unlimited amount of stuff. We could create multiple podcasts. So if you ever wanted to, you could create your own podcast, and I could host it off my site. And it
That's
could go
true.
to iTunes and all that shit. Because
Interesting.
you know what I wanted to do a while back, and I had some, and I recorded when I was in Greece a few years ago. I recorded purposely audio in the airport, in the plane, all that. Like I had all these because I wanted to create. Remember how back in the day they used to have like radio plays? So I was writing a script, and I was gonna get my actor friends to come in the studio and record lines, all that. I wanted to do and I still might do it, a podcast, but it's more of a radio play, and it's a story. But the way the story unfolds, it's not like those. I don't know if you heard these like podcasts they have now that are stories. It's like a narrator who's like, and then no, this happened, and then it's like you cut to that scene. I don't want that. The way I wanted to do it was, there's no narrator. You're basically explained to it in the beginning of the description, but it's like you're getting tapes. You only hear tapes from like old recordings of this, and it was basically these are my story was about these people in the military, like black ops type of shit.
Oh shit!
Like high end, top secret Illuminati type shit, right? And they're all implanted with these microchips that record everything they say, and it's stored somewhere. And that's what you're hearing. You're hearing the surviving tapes.
Oh shit! It's kind of like in video games when you pick up those tapes.
Exactly.
And they start...
Exactly. It's like that.
Oh,
I thought about
shit.
yeah. Exactly. That's the best.
That's
analogy.
a good idea because whenever I play games, sometimes it's so interesting what that tape
Because you're
says.
hearing, because it's with a narrator. Okay, for children you want it narrated, like, and then he lifted his arm. No. But for adults, if there's something about putting the pieces together from a conversation, right? Yeah. And all the audio that I was using, like all the extra stuff, like all the background noise, wasn't fake. It was real stuff that I recorded across Europe. I have recordings of buses, airlines. It's all real stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, and I was already writing the script, but then I got so busy. 2 Drink Minimum started, and I got really busy. But I still have all the old audio files for the background stuff because I didn't want to use stock. I like the idea of they said that they're in Athens or whatever, and I hear in the background. Like Greek, I hear in the background the airport and all that. I hear the accent,
yeah.
It's all that. So all the different places. So that's why I was recording. I had my recorder and I was recording all the different places we were at.
Very interesting, yeah. Because sometimes in video games you'll pick up like a clip, it'll start playing, and then you'll literally stop the game to listen to it.
Yeah, so
You know?
shit like that. So and the story that I had was pretty elaborate. Like I was doing like the story map and stuff. It was pretty elaborate.
Interesting.
It went into like Illuminati shit.
Oh shit!
Alien shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro.
Oh no, you have to do this.
It was crazy. Yeah.
You gotta do this.
And I had like what's his name? Peter James was gonna be the main. Because I didn't want to be the main guy in it because of my voice. Because anybody who listens to my podcast can be like, it just sounds like Pantelis, so it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like he's a secret CIA guy, but it's Pantelis.
Yeah,
it's weird.
yeah.
So I had him because he has a deep voice.
He does.
He was gonna be the main guy.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. Hopefully, I have some time in the future, and we can make that happen too. And I don't have a name for it or anything, but I just thought, just to change the game up a bit.
Yeah.
Something. Let's see.
Switch it up.
Let's see here. He
What are
did
people
eat
saying?
10 pounds on Gapes. He didn't eat 10 pounds on Suzukut, this motherfucker, because he kept not eating. Remember at Suzukut, he would have a bite, and he tricked all of us, the son of a bitch. Gambit, we talked last week on Pantelis Live about the Bob Lazar interview on Joe Rogan. Some people like it, some people don't. I like that. I love that alien shit. I believe him. Let's see. 10 pounds of truth with Pantelis and Poseidon. Quit lying to me. Eat this hot dog. Let's see. At least he shit himself. Yeah, and he made that monies. You're right. He deserves me to capitalize. Still not sure what he thinks of the ghost photo he showed on Kumia.
What?
What ghost photo? I didn't show. Did I show a ghost photo? I don't remember that. I didn't show anything on Kumia. You weren't there, but I don't remember. What does Suzukut translate? I mean, technically, it translates to under listen, but it just means like.
Or under surveillance.
Yeah, like Suzukut, like he's Suzukut. He's under surveillance. You're listening to it, kind of thing.
Surveying.
He shot his pants for $2,000. That's amazing. Yeah.
I still can't believe I did that.
Robert O'Neill, the guy who killed Bin Laden. What happened to that guy?
Wasn't the helicopter shot down not too long afterwards or some shit?
And SEAL Team 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cover-up. 10 pounds. Who measures in pounds? Fucking shit.
How many kills?
He was an American hero. What did he die? Was he killed? I remember SEAL Team 6. I didn't watch the movie because I didn't want to get indoctrinated with bullshit. Because they always change it from the real shit. He's alive. I remember there was something about that SEAL Team 6 like their helicopter got shut down. It was very suspicious. He's
Not
been
too
on
long
Pumia twice.
after, yeah. Not too long after they shot Osama.
He showed a ghost photo. What does he mean?
Who showed a ghost photo?
Did Poseidon really get a rub and tug? Or did he just buy an iPhone charger? It was $85, $65. How much was it?
85.
$85. $85.
No,
And-
it was 80, but I gave her 87.
oh yeah, he gave her $7 tip. So 80.
Yeah, it was so funny because I was like, and here, have this. I go, $7. I go, because I was like in euphoria after coming, you know.
Okay, so no, Gambit says that the helicopter crashed when they went to get. So I guess they're alive. They crashed when they were going to get him.
Wait, what? I'm confused. So they weren't in the helicopter when it
I guess they were, but they survived. They jumped out or whatever, bro. You witnessed a crash yesterday. There was a crash.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah. A ghost photo. Oh fuck! I want to take a look at that shit. I don't know anymore with the fucking ghosts. I don't know. I've never seen a ghost. But just because I haven't seen a ghost
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it's not real. It's just that I don't know.
There is some creepy shit that goes on.
Creepy shit does happen. I have witnessed a lot of creepy
You
shit,
know?
but never ghosts.
Me neither.
Yeah, and noises could be anything.
Yeah.
Let's see here. My homeboy. Oh, the operator.
A lot of the times it's our imagination that comes into play.
You shut your whore mouth. You don't know anything about my imagination. Let's
I
see.
don't think I want to.
Sorry, Poseidon. It's just because I gotta put in a special code here
Haha.
in order to access my Twitter, so that I can see what they sent me. So yeah, they sent me the Marvin sent me the guy's Twitter account. Okay, nice, very nice. Okay, all right. So we got that up. I'm gonna follow that guy. I want to take a look at that ghost photo too later once we're done. Take a look, see what the fuck's going on over there.
I'm curious about it too.
So the helicopter crashed and the SEALs blew the helicopter because it was a secret prototype stealth helicopter. No SEALs were hurt or lost in the operation. Fucking Gambit. Gambit really is the oracle
Fuck.
of this podcast. He's Pantelis Comedy Oracle.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Once this fucking thing starts making money, we're bringing him in the fucking studio. He's going to be our Jamie. Let's see. I'll find the screenshot. Yes, get the episode. Yeah. Send it over so I can watch that. Has Poseidon seen Zero Dark 30? No, he hasn't.
What's it about?
A military movie. It's about Zero Dark 30. I think is about the operation that they killed Osama bin Laden.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I know you haven't.
It rings a bell though. I've watched a lot of military movies because I enjoy them.
Yeah, I know you haven't seen this.
No, is it on Netflix?
It was, I think, at one point. I don't think it is anymore. Jimmy Blackman has ghost stories. Hey Jimmy, if you like ghost stories, would you be offended if I recommend a podcast for you? It's called Anything Ghost, and it's this guy with a funky voice, and he narrates ghost stories that people send in. So basically, you can send in a ghost story, and he puts it on the podcast, and he narrates it, or you can even record yourself telling the story, and he'll put that on his podcast. It's called Anything Ghost. Yeah.
Anything
This guy's
ghost.
not paying for
And-
advertising. I've listened to the podcast, so I know.
and he just talks about ghost stories.
Yeah, just a creepy little thing. C forces the word fuck a lot. I don't know who that is. I work in the aerospace industry and make some military shit. Pretty cool. Our company just developed a new version of the Osprey called the Valor. Pretty cool. Oh, fucking goddamn right, Mega Mail. It's not fucking around.
What's called Valor? What?
Yeah. So he works in aerospace right now.
Yeah.
But they're doing some cutting edge military shit.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see, another Barbara Gordon reference.
But isn't the military always doing cutting edge shit?
Well, no, but like there's cutting edge that you know about, and then there's that bleeding edge shit that you don't even know. Like the Bob Lazar thing. What's interesting is that if it is technology, if it's not, if it's not alien, if it's military technology, it's super advanced. It's like nowhere near the consumer level. Because they were talking about anti-gravity.
Yeah.
No, there's no consumer company that works on that. They can't. Any paranormal stories that you guys have experienced?
Oh, this would be interesting. I would like to hear.
But I don't want to get into it since the show's almost over. I'd rather do
What
it
time is
next
it?
week. It's 4 minutes away from done. So
Oh,
I'd rather do it next week because I want people to get. We could tell some stories, and maybe they could tell some stories. And if you guys want, you know what? Because that guy does it.
I don't have that many paranormal stories.
No, because that guy does it, the Anything Ghost podcast or whatever. He does it too. So if you guys want to send in, remember, ask Pantelis at gmail.com. I have to make sure that account, I can still use it because I keep forgetting the fucking passwords to this account. Let's see, just subscribe to Anything Ghost. I love ghost stuff. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to listen to. But it only comes out like once a month or something. The guy's, he takes his time. But yeah, if you want, you guys could take voice recordings. I didn't stop taking. Just that somebody had sent me questions on a voice last time, and he was like in his car. You couldn't hear him well. Okay. So I was like, fuck, man, I can't put this on the podcast. Nobody can hear. So if you want, you could use your fucking phone mic or whatever and record audio clips and send them in. Like, let's say if you pace yourself and you record a good little story and there's haunted shit, send it over. We could fucking use those. Maybe do like an audio thing where we listen to someone's story.
Yeah. Do you remember that thing you did? I think it was on the 4-H, and you added haunted noises. Do you remember? It was an episode with
the 4-H podcast is the first podcast I ever did. I used to do it for years with my friends.
Yeah, you did this for one of the episodes. You added haunted noises like ooh, like.
We were just doing a Halloween episode.
Yeah,
in post production, I added. I added sound effects to make it more
cool.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing special. Just when I have time, that's what I do. When I have time, I edit. That's why I didn't want people like originally. People were like, "Oh, the podcast doesn't matter." Video like the 2 drink minimum, just have one wide shot and that's it. Like, no, I wanna cut between. I even this Pantelis Live, I don't have the chance to cut too often, right? Because I'm busy talking. But I'd rather have different angles, have both on screen. I don't want to just have this one, the wide shot.
It's nicer because it also gets people engaged.
Yeah,
it keeps people engaged. I mean,
this one's fine for a bit, but it gets boring.
Yeah.
Anyways, point is, before I forget to start plugging shit. Tell your friends about Compound Media. Tell your friends about all that. They use promo code Canada20 and they'll get themselves 20% off. And help us out at 2 drink minimum. Help us out by going to iTunes, going to Stitcher, going wherever the fuck you get your podcast. Go to YouTube right here. There's a 2 drink minimum channel. Subscribe to this one and subscribe to the 2 drink minimum channel on the YouTube. Share it with your friends. Tell them, look at these 2 crazy Canucks and their fucking autistic sidekick. It's a hoot. It's a goddamn holler. Apart from that, what else can they do, Poseidon? They could go to my website, pantelscomedy.com, and they could find out what else I'm up to. Where are they going to find you?
Me? They're probably going to find me in some alley banging a street hooker.
In a ditch near you. No, we're still back. We're back. In a ditch near you. No, they could find you...
on Instagram?
On Instagram, it's Poseidon...
The Poseidon.the.original?
That's fucking stupid and complicated.
I don't know why I did it. I'm probably going to change it again. And on Twitter, it's the Poseidon69.
The Poseidon69 on Twitter. And he's trying to be more active on Twitter these days.
Yeah, I never know. I never know what to write sometimes, though. Like sometimes I want to write, but usually I'm just retweeting and shit.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But I want to be a little more engaging.
Yeah, you should be.
But I never know how to... I don't know how to do the Twitter. Like, if anyone knows how to do the Twitter, though, it's Trump.
Yeah, so just share rape stories. They love that on Twitter.
Good God in heaven.
Yeah, just anything that you've done, just share it over there. Poseidon really looks like a Greek god X, the streamer, though. I don't know who that is. Greek god X, one word. Check him out. See if you look. Not now, Poseidon, when we're done.
X as in EX or X?
Just one X. Just a single X. So, pantelscomedy.com. Thank you guys so much for this. Subscribe to my podcast too, the Pantelis podcast. I put these Pantelis live episodes in audio format on that same Pantelis podcast channel on purpose for people who can't watch it, people who just want to listen. I got a couple requests in the beginning, so I said, fuck it, let's just do that. It'll help people out when they're doing stuff that they can't just sit there and watch this fucking nonsense. And 2 drink minimum, again, tell your friends, subscribe. It helps us if you leave 5 stars in iTunes and write whatever you want. Just leave 5 stars. That'll help out. And again, cheers from Greece. Let's see. We have a Manchester fan 200. Cheers from Greece. Goddamn right. Fucking right. You see, we're getting bigger in Greece. Jimmy Blackman liked the show. Good night, everyone. Good night in Greece. Fuck, bro. It's a little late.
Yeah. It's a little late. 7 hours in advance?
Yeah.
That means it is...
1
a.m.
Go to sleep, brother. It's a little fucking late. Yeah, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. But thank you so much for listening. And remember, this fucking summer, Just for Laughs, the biggest comedy festival on the planet, this fucking guy is doing 1 hour. It's a special time of the year. July 19th, 7 p.m. Cafe Cleopatra. Get your goddamn tickets at hahaha.com. Happy Canada Day. And for me, every day is Greece Day. So long live Greece. And thank you guys so much.
Ciao.